So, welcome to Ghost of Saltmarsh session 35. Last session, not too much happened. A little bit of fondling with the commune. You spent the night there enjoying their company and their beds. You also celebrated the passing of the two loyal party members, Jeff and Beth, eaten by the carnivorous plants on the way to the castle. You discussed and asked for the green spirit folk of any of the other two ingredients, and you found out there could be some lurking around the volcano which you had visited earlier in the week. After spending some time there and some of you getting to intimately know them inside and out, with tales and all.
Are you referring to the orgy?
Yeah, yes I am. I was trying to subtly refer to the orgy. One viewer's already watched it once. They don't see it again. So after that, you headed back to Tempesto. Upon arrival, you spent the evening in the tavern and met with Laura Edinburgh, a somewhat worse for wear knight who decided to play you a game of dice and unfortunately lost. However, searching into your heart, you decided to gift her a, more than like a small sum of gold, which you had saved from the volcano in the previous days. You parted ways with her and were given a task to set out for the village to hunt some rare animals to bring back for the festival, which was in 3 days' time from when you left. Upon your hunt, you discovered some new skills within the party, being able to search out giant snapping turtles and lizards. And also, Ozzy decided to take a little break from activities by delving into the realms of his knockout drug, which obviously he didn't know was a knockout drug, but knocked him out for 8 hours and everyone thought he was dead. He did have a small moment peering up at the stars and pondering perhaps his life and his decisions prior. And that was it really. You managed to catch a few animals. You caught 2 snapping turtles, you caught 4 giant lizards, and I believe 1 crocodile on the way back. And then you headed back, laden with cargo, ready for the festival, which starts the next morning. You arrived back in Tempesta and the helpful villagers unloaded your goods, and you took the pieces that you needed for any creations that you wished to make. Now, is there anything you wish to do before you rest, or do you wish to wake on the morning of the festival? So, in that case, is there anything you wish to do before you settle in before the...
What
time
yes,
is
I'd
it
like
now?
to do
It's
some
the
prep work on my
evening,
pie.
Okay, yeah, so we said that you got back early evening from your hunting, and the festival starts the next morning, so
Okay.
the town itself is sleepy. Most of the preparations have been done. You notice there's a lot more ships in the harbour, but most of them, the lights are out, people are resting, they know there's a big day tomorrow, so.
I would like to prep my pie, please.
Okay. What would you like to do? What would you like to prep?
So I would
I presume you're doing this in the lair.
the cooking stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually cook the pie. I would get all of my turtle heart and finely chop it and maybe put some salt and other preservatives in it a bit with like some chopped vegetables and things, and get that ready in a mix, and then maybe prep my pastry and leave it in a cool something. Do we have cooling boxes or something in this world?
It's in Styles' hideout. It is quite cool with it being subterranean, and there is always something that you could. Most things are preserved with salt rather than cooled as such. But down here, the temperature is acceptable. And I'd say as well, you also have Tarok's kitchen upstairs, and he is a man who loves, a dwarf who loves herbs and spices to the extent so he willingly lets you come into his kitchen and take whatever you need to spice and flavour your pie. could also use some of his prep
So
area.
I
if
would
you
go
wish.
with a spicy sort of flavour to it, and just chuck in some of the local vegetables with the tail halves.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
I would like to bake my pie in the morning so it's fresher. That's what it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's just
You're just
prepped
doing
on
the
the
prep
side,
before.
ready to bake in the morning.
Okay.
I would send Ellie out to find me
Marinating.
something exotic for my pie, but obviously something that she is able to hunt herself.
Okay. So we'll say
I brought you this mangled rat, sir.
you sent her up on your way back when the ship was beginning to leave the hunting grounds and coming back towards Tempesta.
Hello.
It's just there, bird. You got on the show. Night. Yeah, you sent her out as
Our
you
one
began
viewer's
your
only
journey.
watching for Finn.
It's a pedo, is he?
Pedo!
Dolphin,
He's
eh?
a dolphin.
The one dolphin's like clicking off now, like, oh god, they know.
They're onto me.
Alienate our demographic.
Yeah. It's a choice, Kurt, alright. So, you sent Ellie out as your ship began to journey back towards Tempesta, and she's begun a few hours. And, I assume you just wait on the surface, maybe sitting outside enjoying the stars, and as they start to come up, and just waiting for her to return.
No, I'll hang out with the guys. Obviously, she can
Okay.
tell me telepathically when she's back,
back.
so I'll just wait for her
Okay.
and just hang out. I might just be over like Scarrick's shoulder, just like, all right, picking that herb, are you? Interesting.
Okay. It's
Leave me alone.
It's late on when she returns. It's edging more towards 10, 11. And you get the sense she is returning, and you get an overwhelming sense of pride that she has. You're hopeful as you wander upstairs and peer into the night sky. You see a shape coming down from the clouds above,
Oh, here she comes.
larger than Ellie. As it comes closer, you see there is Ellie with a large lump underneath. She swoops down low, dropping a bundle at your feet.
What you got for me, girl?
You peer down, and in the mass of brown, white, and golden feathers, you see a sharp yellow beak, sharp yellow talons. You recognize the bird to be an eagle, almost the same size as Ellie, almost slightly bigger. You see on its back some definite scorch marks and marks where he's managed
Oh,
to
you already started
bite
baking
around
it,
the
did
neck.
you? It's got to be in
Ellie.
the pot first.
Circles in the sky and then comes down and wraps around your shoulders. The warm glow of serving her master well fills you.
Oh, good girl. Knew I could rely on you. This is going to be the winning pie. I've got a secret ingredient as well. Also, how do you...
Upper.
You are.
The upper.
I thought about it. Also, how do you feel like helping me bake this early morning using some dragon's breath? I'm sure that'll win over the judges.
She hops off your shoulders onto the floor and, rearing back, as you'd imagine a full-sized dragon on all fours, she spurts her head forward and this 1 foot burst of flame just flies out into the night sky, illuminating you.
Nice. I take the eagle to the kitchen to prep it.
Yeah. Get plucking, son.
Yeah, plucking and prepping.
Packard sees this and goes, Is that an eagle?
It's the beginnings of the winning pie, my friend.
I'm sure those are a protected species.
Nope. Maybe
I'm going to check with the local authorities.
maybe in Saltmarsh, not here.
What a
At
noble
this point,
creature.
Tarok's gone to bed. He's left you the use of the kitchen, anything you need. So it's hard to
Covered
tell
in
whether
feathers.
are allowed or not.
Well, a noble creature brought down in its prime.
I would... If... Who's in the kitchen baking? Just me and Scarrick. What are you doing, Pike?
Me and is Pike out there?
Pikehead's just milling
And
around.
Styles is also baking, I believe, or prepping at least.
Yeah, we're all prepping. I
No, he said he didn't want to prep. He was going to do it all in the morning.
Bright and early. I'm gonna I'm gonna try
Just pushing Styles out.
I'm gonna try to sabotage someone's pie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to reach like the salt pot, and who's ever, this could be a decision for you or the dice. Whoever's salt
Okay.
pot is closest to the pie, to their pie, I'm gonna be like, oh, just reaching for the salt and knock it over by accident and try and knock it into their pie.
Okay. So I need Ozzy, Scarrick, and Styles to pick a number between 1 and 4.
I thought I'm not there, am I?
Oh, you're not there. So, well, there's only
Yeah.
one other pie, but evens or odds, Scarrick.
Yeah. Odd.
Okay. So 4, it's evens. Therefore, Ozzy, you get to choose where the salt goes, in your own pie or in Scarrick's. The choice is simple.
in Scarrick's.
Yeah. While Scarrick is busy, in this kitchen there is a huge spice rack, just hundreds of small containers, wooden pots, glass jars, a right variety of different things, fresh herbs. Scarrick, while you're peering up at what's at your eye level, to be fair, which is a nice change, you look through all the items, trying to decide what would go well, smelling them, tasting them. Obviously, this is your opportunity to grab the large salt pig and take a spoonful.
Watch yourself. Just go for the salt here. And I pick up the salt and just like, as I'm bringing it back to my pie, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
I not notice this then?
We'll say no.
let it roll for it.
The D4
Ruthless.
decided. The D4 decided.
Ruthless. Well, is
Didn't
Pike
even
not
decide
baking?
whether it was Alex or not.
Is Pike not baking a pie? Am I not?
Pie is got no interest in food. In fact, the idea here of wanting food is very good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You can make a sleight of hand check, and Picard can decide. Needs to make a perception to
Ooh,
see if he
I
can
like it.
observe it, since he's in the room.
It's not good.
So we'll leave it up to Chaos to decide.
Yeah. 12. Oh.
13 was the perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see Ozzy as old Scarrick is there. You can tell that Scarrick is labouring over this pie. This is a labour of love. He has already tenderly cut the meats and assorted the vegetables, and he's taking his time to pick the spices
Now
and
you're
herbs
making me
that
feel
go in.
bad.
And you see Ozzy, accidentally on purpose, hard to tell, sprinkle an excessive amount of salt into the pie.
Pikehead says nothing.
Of course.
Of course he doesn't.
After all the loyalties of all of the crew, Scarrick's the only one that's loyal to the captain.
Pikehead says nothing.
To be fair, Picard probably
You
doesn't
food
remember
loving.
what salt is. He's probably like, this is a beneficial thing.
Just trying to help.
He's helping a pal out. He can't taste. So you finish your pies, well, your preparation that you wish to make. Perhaps if you're wishing to bake them for the morning, you leave them in the ashes of the fire, which is still moderately warm, to give them a slow bake, and they'll be ready by dawn if you wish.
Yeah. I have an idea of how I'm going to finish the pie.
Oh yeah, you want to do that, don't you? Yeah, that's fine. So after slaving in the kitchen for a few hours and experiencing what some people of the realm would call the woman's work, you turn to bed. To be fair, there isn't really sexism in D&D. We're all good.
There is one pack
You
out
turn
there.
to bed. And
Yeah. He's
dwarfism.
brought it into the fucking canon of D&D.
You turn to bed and rest until the morning.
I'll
I would like to get up early so I can go start my pie in the morning.
Before we get to morning, Packard's going to be up in the night,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to, if everyone's gone to bed, he's going to return to the pies.
Okay.
Yes. And
Return away.
He is going to grab as much salt as he can, and really fill Ozzy's pie with it.
Okay.
Nothing but salt. An
Nice.
eagle. It's like an eagle taking a bath in salt.
All right.
And then
Nice.
he returns to the crypt.
Nice. I love it. So you wake in the morrow. Styles, you heading upstairs to the kitchen early hours. You... Let me see whether you would meet anyone there. Nope. You now having this full space of the kitchen. Turok won't be working today. Anything he's wanting to sell or trade with people, he will do during the festival. He's not getting up early on this day. It's a day of rest. You have the kitchen to yourself and you prepare your pie, collecting all the spices you wish and stoking the oven and putting on a few more blocks of wood. You cook your pie within, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours, just as the rest begin to wake. Is there anything you wish to do to it, or are you happy with it being cooked?
I'm just happy I'm not going to... I look at the spices and find, like, I think some chili, and I'm half tempted to sabotage the pies, but I decide not to.
Fucking state of these pies.
Nice, okay. So, awaking, finding Styles up, you head into the warm summer's air. You know, as you come home, you sort of take your breakfast, begin the day. You see people beginning to gather in the market square. As the hour rolls round to about 9-10 o'clock, you head to the market square.
When is this pie competition?
It's 5 p.m. this evening.
Okay. I'm assuming... Do I notice any traces of sabotage on my pie?
Make a perception check. I mean, it's all underneath the under the crust, so it'd be quite tricky to deceive unless you taste it. But you probably wouldn't, not wanting to break it.
Well, he obviously has to get it in there somehow. I don't know if there was like a hole or...
First hand.
I imagine he lifted the lid and...
Oh, I see. Well, can I... Is there any sign of tampering?
Lift marks.
Make a perception check.
Fingerprints or something? Anything? Fuck my pie!
He licked the edges so that there was no like prints or anything.
Perception or investigation?
Yeah.
Perception.
Perception, because I'm saying you're not... Ozzy wouldn't actively investigate his pie in the morning, like, has anyone touched my pie?
10.
It's more... He does 10.
I would either because of guilt.
So, 10.
10. They look fine. You're proud
good
of the
pie.
pie that you've created.
It smells good. It smells like
Salt is
victory.
unfortunately one of them things. Maybe if it was chili, you'd be able to sense it on the smell, but salt unfortunately isn't something that you can smell too well. So,
Maybe they have strong salt taste buds.
you're getting a little too invested in the pie competition.
No, I'm not.
It is all that matters, Paul.
You've made
Fuck
a thing
the rest
of
of the festival.
You've made
The
a thing
pie
of the pie
competition.
competition. This is all we're playing for
Hey.
now.
Who knows what you win? So you see
No, I'm waiting
people...
for Farmer's Frolics, to be fair.
It's the ghost of salt pie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I thought of it all by myself.
So you see people coming past the window, young and old, heading all to the market square, and you begin to hear the noise of people outside. Heading out, you see there's a small stage erected near the Baron's hut, just a simple platform, and people gather, waiting around. You hear whispers of, "Oh, the Baron will do the speech soon. Soon the festival will begin. He's gonna light the torch." And you see just down in the center of the crowd there is a large metal cage, which inside is a series of wood and some deep, heavy coals at the base. It looks prepared for the light. But
So yeah.
leave me now. Saying, is anyone getting flashbacks to Barovia?
Yeah.
All will be well. The last festival you attended at a town where there was Festival of the Sun.
Oh yeah.
I'm just shaking.
I didn't pay attention to what the festival was.
That was a good festival. Ended well.
That was before you were there, James, actually.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
it
think-
was actually.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, it would have been.
That was when Black got his wings, wasn't it? Maybe.
Yeah, around that time.
Can you hear me? My Discord just crashed.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you now, man. You're back. Can you hear us?
Alright, Pat, we've got you.
Yeah.
We've got
Is
you
anyone
back.
going to hear my power while I want to hear?
No, we should've done.
Riddled with dick holes.
Make a perception check.
So, talk around the people. It seems it's going to begin. There's an air of excitement in the air. The air is crisp and dry and warm. The sun beginning to raise the cliffs behind you.
I'm wearing
Just beating down.
my most fabulous, my most fabulous formal fancy dress, and I'm wearing my crown. Which crown? I'm wearing the beaver crown.
The beaver crown. Delightful.
Yes.
The rest of you, are you wearing your
I don't need to state what Scarrick's wearing.
armor?
Yeah, pack
I've-
Styles, black cape.
Yeah, I'm wearing my usual because from our history, things are going to go peak tongue out. So.
And pie card.
just the usual.
Just the usual.
Nothing.
But you all have taken a little bit extra time to just brush down and iron out the creases in your apparel. After a short amount of time, the Baron comes out of his home, walking up to the stage and calling out to everyone. Listen here. Listen here. The year has been good. Harvests have been rich. And it is all down to the hard work of this community. People come and people go here. Some people stay. But everyone works together. This week is a celebration of life, of the sun herself, of summer. Please enjoy, rest. Ceremony will begin with the lighting of the torch,
Yeah.
as it always has, in honor of Pelor.
Light the thing so we can get drunk.
For Pelor! Arr!
There's a cheer from the crowd as you see the Baron reaching down into a small chest, brings out this huge torch. A person, a guard with him, comes, striking a flint and steel, ignites the end of this torch in flame.
I'll snuff it
The
out.
crowd instantly cheers as this torch is lit. The Baron walks down, his cumbersome black beard now entwined with small orange ribbons. Stepping down, moves towards, bowing to the people as he goes.
Oh shit, it's about to start. Scarrick, it's about to start. I'll bring the drink to my mouth ready. It's about to go down.
Lighting the brazier in the middle, he touches the torch and instantly,
Yeah!
and the crowd
Just start nicking my
erupts.
drink. Festival
Pelor.
bitches!
And a
Pelor!
festival of Rich Fest. Enjoy. And at that, the crowd just begins to. There's just a flurry of excitement and joy as people begin to dart down to the docks. Some run around the market at the stalls that are around you. You see some people like drinking with each other and just embracing, and there's just a general atmosphere of high spirits and joviality.
This is why we do it. This is why we do it, boys. For moments like this. Makes it all worth it. All the murdering and the pillaging and the fighting and the sexing. It's just all worth it just for this. Festivals. Best time of the year.
Here.
Have you taken something?
Not yet.
Did he say murder? I ain't murdered anyone.
We murdered lots of people.
We killed them in self-defense, was it?
Yeah, they all deserved it. Still murder.
Except that guy Picard put his finger in his ear.
Yeah, exactly.
He definitely did deserve it. To be fair,
Yeah. To be fair, he
Many
deserved it. I don't know if the courts would see it that way, but
I think the cops are on my side.
listen to that music. That's some good shit.
As you pull out the flyer and look at the activities that are around, you see today, the first day of Rich Fest, two main events stand out. There is the judging of the mead at 4 p.m. and then the pie competition at 5. A fitting end to the first day of festival and activities. Mead and then food. A delightful treat. for
Perfect
most.
combination.
What the fuck is going on with this flyer? Why
What
is
do you
that
mean?
like in the top left and the bottom right?
What?
What?
Is this on the flyer on the fucking roll 20?
Oh yeah, they're in different
Judging of the
places.
meat is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
at
they're not
first.
in
Yeah, I
order.
was just like,
Yeah,
why
they're not
is it
in
not
order.
like I
They're
don't know
dotted
what's
around.
where?
Yeah,
You just got to read the full thing
it's
and
a
enjoy.
little confusing.
God, Paul,
I like it.
get
Okay.
audio designing.
I thought it'd be boring if it was itinerized. Some of the things that catch your eye, some of the ongoing events that last the full time. There is obviously the Jolly Roger, the festival of alcohol and booze and partying. There is Isaac's lock puzzle in the market square. There is the Vessel of Freaks, which you noticed a ship as you pulled in yesterday, shrouded in almost like gothic horror-esque, standing out from the rest. These are a few things that stand out to you. But as you're peering at the flyer, the Baron comes across, just greeting people and hugging women, shaking hands. Oh, I see you made it back.
Baron.
And thank you for bringing the items. You did well.
You're welcome, Baron.
The snapping turtles and the giant lizards. I'm impressed.
And the crocodile.
Constructed.
And the
Oh, crocodile,
crocodile,
that was it.
indeed. I must say, your slot at the end of the festival, Ozzy, consider taking as much time as you wish.
Oh damn. Thank you. I mean, I go with what the crowd want. You know, if they want an encore,
Indeed.
then I'll perform. I'm looking
There
forward
is,
to it. I've been writing a new song for it. It's gonna be a hit.
I'm glad. I look forward to listening to it. I have a few duties to see to today, but I did wonder if one of you would be able to assist me later. The mead competition, the judging panel, it's myself, Mia.
Right, I'm
and the
your
tavern.
man.
I see. You have a good palate for mead.
Right.
Oh, this guy's the most experienced mead drinker I know. I've
Very
seen
well.
many. Might be short.
About to explain
but
that
he,
Harold can't make it because he's currently manning a lighthouse, and I think you should live up to his palate.
Fuck
well,
Harold.
In that case, meet me at the mead station around here, 4 p.m. You can
I'll
be
see you
part of
there.
the judging. Until then, enjoy. Festival is yours to roam. People will rest. People will enjoy themselves. It's a happy week.
It sure is. Thank you for putting it on for everybody.
Not
It
at
was
all.
amazing.
Everyone works together for this. Well, and you see as someone comes up to him, begins to shake his hand. I will see you later. And he begins to move off. People are passing him drinks. There's just a hive of activity around the central market square.
He's a nice guy, that Baron. He's quite big and intimidating, but knows how to throw a good party, that's for sure. I appreciate a good party.
Good food too.
Yeah. What are you eating?
I guess some sort of goat.
Looks like It's like a donut.
Maybe we should go get some.
I'm looking out for a
Maybe we should fill it.
I'm looking out for a donut stand now.
Well, as you walk around, if you start moving around the town, you do see that a lot of the houses and sort of residents in here, they've opened their doors and set up small tables outside, and there's a series of sweet pastries,
Yep.
savoury pastries, food, drink,
Get it all.
everything just begins to flow around.
I'm indulging in
There's a
everything.
small price for all of it, but I'd say if you're indulging in everything, it'll probably cost you around 2 gold for a day.
Done.
What's the Isaac's Lock?
So, Isaac's Lock is there is a small stand in the market square, and as you sort of walk around, just absorbing the atmosphere in the festival, you see there is.
I'll have Ellie with me, by the way, just like draped around me.
Yeah, she almost forms part of your outfit, I
Yeah.
assume. You see on a small wooden stand, one of the old market tables, it's sort of sail canvas blocking out the sun. There is a young teen behind, and he sits with a table empty except a solid wooden chest in the center. In the center of the chest is a square hole, and there's a small sign that says, unlock the lock and win the prize inside.
Well, this looks like something for you, Styles.
Yeah. So I approach Isaac and see what he has to say.
Good day to you, sir. Wish to try my lock?
Yeah, I'll try my look at your lock. No worries.
So he's a strong teen, his dark skin glowing in the summer heat, and you see
Back up, what are you eating?
Nothing.
You don't eat.
most of the parts of this chest and lock are made of like scraps of ships, and you recognize him from his demeanor and from his appearance to be one of the wave cresters children, the shipwrights in the town. You take a good look at the lock and see, unlike others, it's not a simple key. It is a square hole with several pieces that seem to slot into it. When the pieces are full, you assume the lock will turn. It's 2 copper a turn, if you wish to have a go.
Get to do it.
It can't be picked or anything then.
No.
Can't you bypass it? Surely all locks can be bypassed. I've got to be able to cheat.
Well, you can. I'd say you can. If you want to try and do something, tell me what you're going to do, and you may get a slight advantage. Have a think. So the thing you're facing at the moment is there's several of these odd metal pieces carved by hand and just laid out across the table, as you can see. The chest has a large square hole in the center. Isaac sits, chewing a bit of corn behind. There is a confidence in his swagger.
I feel like I can figure this out by looking at it.
Yeah, can you rotate the pieces? They're just going like that.
Just let me double check. No, you won't need to rotate them, friend. I wouldn't make it that tricky for you. No one's managed anyway.
I was going to say, I've worked out what to do if you can rotate the pieces.
It'd be too easy.
If it stumps you, you could always ask your friends. Don't feel too bad. Even my dad struggles with this bit, and he's really, really good at hands.
I think I figured it out. No.
You wish to try as well? And he sort of points to you as he sees you pondering over.
Yeah.
Just 2 copper a turn.
2 copper. I'll hand over 2 copper.
Please, have a go.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I think you've got it. But
Oh no.
No. Oh.
Who's controlling it?
Me, I'm helping.
Well, looks like it's done.
Hey, I was doing it, Styles.
Whoa. I've never had two people have a go at once.
That sounds like cheating, if you ask me, sir.
I believe so, but now you know the solution. Another 2 copper and I'll let you open it.
Alright.
I give him the 2 copper this time.
And please, just don't tell the others. It took them ages. Oh well. And he sort of leans forward and twists the lock. It clicks. And the chest opens up. Inside, you see a solid bar. Pick it up and you can take it.
I go to pick it up.
And it seems glued to the wood.
Would I know what this is? I think I know what this is. Would Ozzy know what this is?
Make a intelligence check.
Seeing as I'm a magic. Actually, no. Do you know what I would do?
I was going to say, you can use detect.
Yeah. Do you know what I would
item
do?
if you wish.
I would grab it and be like, can't figure this. And I'll cast
You see a
identify.
smile begin to broaden on his face.
I'll cast identify on it.
As you identify it as an immovable rod,
Yeah.
an item which
I click
will
the
stay
end of it.
stationary unless you click the end.
I click the end of it.
You click the end and immediately you are able to pick it out in his face. Just instant shock. Huh? How did you...
Ozzy Hellborn.
Oh. It's the first day of the festival.
I'm a man of many tricks.
I suppose you got anything else I could stick in there? If not, I'll have to dig through the scrap heap.
I've heard that one before. But she was prettier than you when she said it.
You see his face just begins to he looks totally disheartened. This is a puzzle where even if someone's managed to unlock it, which is rare, they've never figured out that the rod can
It's the
simply
boy.
be moved by a button.
I say, I've got a very decomposed severed head. If you'd like to put that in there, it might provide a bit of a shock if anyone was to solve your puzzle.
If that's the best you've got, but it's supposed to be a bit of a prize.
Yeah, I look at my bag and it's really badly decomposed.
Yeah, at this point, there's not a lot but the skull and a few
I pull out a
Most-
book. I'm like, this is probably the best prize anyone could wish for. Ultimate knowledge. And I put it down. I put down the book entitled "What Men Know About Women."
Whoa. Yeah, people will love that.
You might have
Thanks,
to
mister. And you see him lock it, take the pieces out, and you see him quickly sort of shuffle some of the pieces around, put some new pieces out, and just change up the puzzle. Oh, hey, don't tell people the solution, will ya? I've got to make a bit of a living out here.
Oh no, we won't.
Enjoy your prize, okay?
I will. Thank you.
That's going to go up every orifice. God.
You know, they get them dildos with the suction piece on the end.
Exactly.
This, you don't even need the suction bit. You can just click it in place and jump on it.
What is it? Oh, it just looks like a metal bar.
This is an immovable rod, my friend. You click it into place, and it is immovable until you click it again.
Does that mean it will hover in free space if you were to click it
It
in
does.
the air?
What? Who had one of these recently? Was this a different campaign or different?
We had one on Strad.
I was going to say, but it was it was Strad, wasn't it, that I had one? 'Cause I was
Esmeralda
like,
had it.
why
sure
do I
there
think I have one, but I don't? Not in
I'm
this
sure there was another one recently. Was it in that one
Did
that
I
I
have one
did
in
ages
Gert?
ago?
Did Gert have
Yeah,
one?
did Gert or someone have one?
Maybe,
Yeah.
but it's not definitely not in this
No,
campaign.
no. Yeah.
So if you had two, it'd be real handy for climbing. If we could get another one.
We never ended up having two,
Well-
but it's like the goal. You can literally just
You could,
go
like,
anywhere you
hold
want
it.
to.
And then pull yourself up quick, click it, and
Oh,
go high.
a
you
little
know?
bit of momentum, yeah.
I don't think people allow that when I've looked at it.
We can do
Paul
it.
will allow it. Paul's a good guy.
I watched.
It's a high risk, high reward.
I watched a video earlier of a guy on like one of them like monkey bars that's
you
like
can do that.
and he's like
oh
jumping
yeah,
up.
like
So
salmon bar, and
if you can do that, you can do it with an immovable log.
works in reality, like some D&D.
If you're strong enough. Anyway, or I could just fly.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody want this?
It's the ultimate shipbreaker. Yeah, I'll have it.
I'll have it.
Okay,
Oh, you want
it's the ultimate shipbreaker.
I
You
helped
can
you
just
win
fucking
it.
go down below and press it, and it'll fucking just drive straight through a ship when they don't see it.
I
Yes.
think
Smash a hole straight through them.
Placard says, as our resident rogue, someone who may need to clamber walls and things, it would make sense for an
I
He
feel-
needs all the help he can get.
I feel like it's a little bit wasted on me, and you know it might be more useful in someone else's hands. So, Styles, seeing as you did help me with the
Sis.
puzzle, you can have it if you want. Hand it to Styles.
Thank you very much.
And it to your inventory, Styles.
You've already had one, James. You've had your fun.
So the crowd comes in
You
and
get a
bustles you out
movable
of the way. As another few people, you see some children come up and begin to shuffle the new pieces round, passing over the copper and just having a go and not succeeding this time. As you sort of walking back through the crowd and turn away, you see Isaac slipping one of the pieces off the table and into his pocket. As he's slightly disheartened by this such early win.
Shots. Who wants some shots?
Right?
Yes.
I'll have a shot.
I'm looking out for shots.
You wish to go to the Jolly Roger?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You head down to the docks, and there's a lot of activity down here. Stalls have been set up. Some selling fresh fish, some selling some of the smoked goods that they sell in the smoke houses over here. And the Jolly Roger is there. This fabled ship. It sails a huge, flamboyant mixtures of reds and purples, and you can see even from here. Its decks are lined with casks, giant casks, some as big as men. Ales and spirits from all across the land. You see, there's already a few people queuing up to the top and up the gangplank to board. There's 2 gangplanks on this vessel, one in, one out almost.
Oh, Q.
And as you sort of join the queue, you hear people talking up front. Seems there is a fixed rate for this vessel. 10 gold piece per day per person for an open ship.
Whoa.
As much as you can drink. You can come and refill any of the drinks.
Wow. This is a
Right,
pricey
so
boat.
boys, what time is it now?
At this point, it's probably only like half 10, 11. You haven't spent that much time around.
We can
I-
come in and go as we please.
Can we
all
come
right?
back, or
Yeah, it's just like you just pay for the day. You can come and go and fill.
How do we get rid of
Yeah.
this queue? I'm gonna use.
People around
excuse me, we've got a band member. Excuse me, sorry, he needs to be on stage. Scott, sorry,
We've been here since
Sorry.
9.
I can't do anything. It's
We've
part
missed
of the show, you know.
ceremony.
We're
Push you back.
staff. I'm sorry, and just like pushing it
Make a
through.
persuasion check.
Is the. Oh, I'll do persuasion. That's my thing.
It's Scarrick trying to push through. You're just stood there in the queue at the moment.
I'm helping. I'm the band.
24.
24,
24.
yeah. You begin to push and like move people out the way, giving your bravado in your speech. At first, a few of the people are like, "Oh, we've been here all day." That sort of there's resistance, and then as they sort of see who you are and realise, "Oh, these are the people that bought the giant turtle." So, oh, hang on. One person recognises Ozzy. Yeah, he was in a band. He was.
Yeah.
People begin to move out the way, and you begin to usher your way to the front.
Excuse me, VIPs coming through. Excuse me. Pack out styles. Keep up. Road is. Keep up.
As you get to the top of the gangplank, there's a flamboyantly dressed man. He is in a rippled white shirt, just these massive, I can't think what they're called, like cleats of cloth. a big
Like a,
boisterous shirt, like a tuxedo sort of ideal, but he's wearing a long purple overcoat, 3/4 mast, striped purple and red trousers. Welcome to the Jolly Roger. 10 gold per person per day, and drink some of the finest meads, spirits, ales, and wines in the land.
whoa. This,
Care to
You got
partake,
any good
friends?
dwarven whiskey?
We'll have something that tickles your fancy, I'll tell you now.
do we get like
Aye, sure.
staff discount? Because I'm like performing on the last day.
Not here, good friend, not here. The lengths we have to travel to refill some of these.
Do you have a VIP section? Because I'm kind of a big deal.
If you wish to sit at the rear of the ship, I'm sure we can accommodate that.
Nice. Okay, four tickets. Oh, one of our party doesn't eat or drink. Can he just come in and watch? Does he have to pay
course.
full price?
No, he can come.
Does he have to
If
pay?
you're not drinking, you don't need to pay.
Awesome. That's even better. I'll pay for 3 of my friends here. 2 of my friends.
Very well. 30 gold, please, friend.
Very cool.
Thank you very much, Ozzy.
Very cool.
Well, you know, gotta live a little.
And
I was born for this kind of thing.
he calls over. Edgar, come see to these gentlemen.
I appreciate
And-
your flamboyancy.
And yours, sir.
Yes.
I did think when I first saw you, perhaps you were one of our crew, but
Yeah, you
I know a
wish.
face when I see one. This another guy, similarly flamboyantly dressed. He has a fully shaved head. His ears are just lined with these gold and rubied earrings that sort of chains linked to his nose and his ears. He's a jovial smile, and he's dressed in a deep sort of purpley blue shirt, open halfway down to the middle, matching with these baggy trousers which sort of flow around his waist. He comes across. Come, fine sirs, please follow me. I'll get you seated if you wish to sit.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Very well. He leads you to the aft castle of the ship, and up a few stairs up the top. There is an array of cushions and just arranged seating. Please, seat. What drinks take your fancy today? I believe there's the 3 of you who are drinking, correct?
That's true, yeah.
Aye. If any dwarven
I'm
stores.
sorry, I must say. Is that a dragon round your neck, sir?
Ah, so kind of you to notice. It is indeed.
At first I thought it was just a flamboyant necklace, but a fine beast.
Oh, this is Ellie. Say hello, Ellie.
And he sort of tips his head and leans forward. A gracious guest, Ellie. Now, what can I get you to drink?
I think my friend you want some
Any dwarven
whiskey?
stock?
Whiskey. Okay, let's have a look.
I would like just some ale, please. It's going to be a long day.
Ha, pacing yourself. I like it, style. You're sensible. Probably last the longest.
Let me get your drink first, my friend. And he points to you, Scarrock. You see him wander down the ship, looking at different casks, and there's it's literally a way of casks stacked on casks, and some even have small ladders to get to. There's some barrels
It's a
with
really-
large cups in.
Really inefficient way of serving people, doing one at a time. Should have taken all of our orders.
Aye,
but,
it's terrible.
it's like that's probably why there's a big fucking queue outside. Everyone's just waiting for the drinks.
He
Don't
heads
get over
down.
the queue when you just
much money.
you just pay your 10 gold and come in. I don't even get why there'd be much of a queue.
Well, because we're all waiting for this guy to get the drinks.
He comes back.
As I'm waiting, I'm just going to start pouring, drinking a little bit from the tap.
Okay, yeah.
There's,
I'd say there's
kegs all
cask
over.
around. Yeah, there's cask
I'm
around
just
seated.
going to be like, I
most
suppose
the-
you can kind of help yourself while you're.
And as you
waiting
open
for
one, you get a sort of sweet
Whiskey.
rosé wine.
Oh, that was,
The
that was
casks that are
lovely.
around are
Yeah,
sort of like
sweet.
ales and wines and just simple drinks. The more refined drinks are saved further along. He comes back
It's
shortly.
flowery.
You have a choice, good friend. Would you prefer
Forgot.
something a little bit more milky and sweet, or something a little bit more intense, you could say?
Well, I'll go for the intense.
Well, I would recommend Willow the whiskey. And he gives you a small cup. And in this sort of dark liquid, there are these orbs that seem to shine and dance about. And your other orders, sirs.
Well, surprise me. I want the most fanciest, flamboyant, crazy drink you got on offer here. Like something I would never have tasted.
Something you never had tasted. Very well.
Just an ale for me, please.
Just an ale. Please, help
Well,
yourself
I'll
to
have
ale.
another
And
one of these. That was great, thanks.
And we
he
need some
pulls
shots.
a tankard out and hands it to you, Styles. Please, help yourself. That barrel up there is as much ale as you will need. And
Yep.
if you need more,
Thank
just
you very
ask.
much.
We're gonna need some shots as well. 2 each of something crazy.
I have an idea that will suffice your drink and shots.
Awesome.
And you want another one of those. Very well. By the way, what you've just drunk, as you drink this liquid, you get a tiny tingling on your tongue, which then seems to move up into your eyes. You begin to see tingling light at the corner of your eyes. That ends with shining orbs dancing just a few yards away of you, moving away as you try and catch out to each one. You see
Oh, sorry.
You're right, this
he
guy.
comes back.
God, it's
he
only
has-
10 o'clock and he's already fucked.
I was going to say, he has a large tray
Nice, good stuff.
of shots,
Hey, don't
as
forget,
well as a cup.
you gotta be judging the mead festival thing competition
I
later.
can
So
handle my drink.
you might need,
We'll see.
might need a nap.
The first one, he just passes you a cup as he has this like large wooden board with shots on. This will be a nice, simple drink to just sort of balance these out, and passes it to you, Ollie.
Ooh.
You see a rich gold, almost like a pastry sort of coloured liqueur. And as you sip from it, you get the flavours of cinnamon and sugar blended with the strong scent of rum. As you drink from it, you recognise the flavours of sweet rolls, a delicacy often served in cities and larger towns. But you also feel like
And Skyrim.
your sleight of hand may be enhanced with this sweetie liqueur.
Ooh.
And I decided to get this one for all of you gentlemen. And he lays down a large plank of wood in front of you, which sort of the legs fold out and it creates a table. This is what we like to call the Tiamat. And you see in front of you 5 different shots. Each shot here represents a different head of the fabled beast. There's a black one, a blue one. One is on fire and the flames just wisp up. There's a green one. And the last one is sort of a pale white.
Oh wow! What kind of beast? What fable beast?
Taking the fire.
Is this a dragon?
Oh, you have never heard of Tiamat,
No.
the mother of dragons?
Oh wow!
Each one of her
Really?
heads a different beast.
Wow!
I'll take the
Which do
fire.
you care to start with, gentlemen? Good call.
Oh,
And
is
a
it-
fire
is it-
for
is
each
it
of you.
Oh, right, yeah,
Oh.
sorry, I didn't realise it was.
Fire!
So as you take this one, it's your choice if you wish to blow it out or just drink it home.
Oh no! I'll just drink it all.
I'll drink it all.
I would
Styles.
blow it out.
Yeah. As you two sort of and immediately burn your top lip, this tingling sensation spreading across your face. The tingling carries down your throat as this strong, almost cinnamon liqueur just burns as it goes down. Styles, you don't burn your lip, but you do burn your throat.
I am resistant to fire, so I feel like I'd
Yeah, you
embrace
get
it
a
bit.
warm sensation. Perhaps may I recommend this lighter one, and he passes you the white one. As you drink this, cold just blasts into your mouth like you've just eaten a large amount of ice from the
I got brave
frozen tundra.
Brave
Perhaps maybe you would prefer this blue one next.
Blue players.
and he passes you the blue, and as the ice warms back to your normal temperature, you get this tingling sensation. May I recommend the green one last? That leaves the black one left.
How many we had?
You've had 3
I
so
am-
far, sir.
Great.
Quite nice.
This
What?
is strong.
Green. Do you see?
Passes you the black one next,
Black.
and you drink
I'm
the
not
black one,
taking them fully. I'm just having.
a little sip, and then just sort of
Yeah.
popping each one back down. That's
Ugh.
cool. As you drink the black one, it's a thick, almost like tar-like syrup that is sweet, but also almost an acidic nature to it.
Can't swallow it.
And perhaps this green
What
one
is
would be
that?
best to finish.
Sure. Green.
As you drink the green one, your palate is cleansed with a minty sensation that just
Ooh.
freshens you.
Toothpaste.
And although you do feel slightly tipsy now, you are ready for another drink.
Oh, that was an
Nice, try a
assault
wee
on the
bit of this.
senses.
Whiskey. Whiskey makes you frisky.
Oh yeah, it does. All right, give me that.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
I will leave you to peruse the ship at your will. You are free to leave, come, go as you wish.
Thank
If you
you.
want any advice or any
No coming
recommendations, please just call me across.
Thank you kindly. I flip him a silver.
Thank you kindly, sir.
We do dipping now.
Ozzy, would you? I didn't quite finish mine. Would you like to finish them?
Which one?
Not the black one. Didn't like that.
I think I like the first one the best, the fire one. I'll
Hey.
be blown it out so it doesn't. Oh, I use prestidigitation to relight it.
Or Ellie.
Oh yeah, Ellie. Relight that
She
shot.
just sort of.
There we go. Whoo-wee.
Hey, it was a life in us for sure. Let's.
I love this place.
I'm going to have an ale now. I think
Yeah. You need to sober up. You need to switch to ale.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Try.
Charles is conscious of when he got drunk last time and was in the empty net.
Very true.
What happened last time?
Yeah, so I got drunk, didn't I?
I got drunk.
Oh, Styles.
Oh, when I
yeah,
invent-
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, when I invented the kebab.
Yeah. I remember. I
And
said,
as you drink your drinks, I will just pop to the lavatoire. There is some form of restroom on this vessel. It is simply a covered shed hanging over the side of the ship if you wish to go. So,
I tell
how
you
long
what,
do you wish to spend here? The rest of the day?
well, I think we'd have a
Till
couple
4 p.m.?
of
Yeah.
drinks.
Probably roughly,
the- no, the-
maybe want to grab a kebab or something just
the
before
Well, I was
we
going to
go
say,
and meet.
as you're sitting and drinking, there's several different sort of people working on this ship. You see a wide mix of sort of races, people, colours of skin, all dressed flamboyant in the same sort of deep purples and reds, the vibrant colours that bounce around. Lots of jewellery, normal tattoos, not arcane as you see. But they are a selection of interesting and attractive looking people.
I'd be keeping.
And
oh no, go
go
on.
on.
No, you go first.
I was going to say, and as you're sort of drinking and lounging in the warm sun that's coming through, they do bring you up trays of like meats and breads and baskets of food. This is an all-in experience where if you wish to not leave the vessel for the entire day, you could not, and you would be fed and well drunk by the end. So
I would be keeping. Just as a side note, I would be keeping an eye out for Bruce.
Yep.
At some, if he pops up anywhere, and also the guy who I commissioned shipping a bottle off as well.
yeah,
If he's around
Yeah.
anyway. Or and
They-
anyone else
they
that we
will be
recognise, I suppose.
yeah.
It's like that woman as well, Laura, was it?
That's fine.
Oh my god, I could literally just stay here. Hey, how's this for an idea? When we get back from this mission of Styles, we start our own Jolly Roger. Like we turn the ship into like this kind of place, you know, unlimited drinks and food and women.
Actually, boats don't normally go too well for us, though.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard.
Look how much fun we're having. It's just
Yeah, but if you owned it, you wouldn't
We could
have
do
fun.
this any time.
We could just book this as a cruise, though. Island hopping.
yeah, but wouldn't you want to just like live on this all the time?
Absolutely not. It stinks here. The place is dreadful.
Well, it's probably the worst place for you because you don't indulge in any of the activities on this ship right now. You're probably just trying to figure out if it's seaworthy.
And I can tell you it isn't.
No, I don't think it is. I'm not even sure it's a real boat, to be honest.
Not if there's women aboard.
You haven't seen. I'd say there was a few women serving, but you haven't seen any, like. There's no women like lounging around like Gellen's cruise or anything like that. However, as you peer over the edge of the vessel, sort of look into the next dock and stuff like that, wondering for a few moments where the food's coming from, you see there are two slightly smaller vessels. This is quite a big, I think it's called a caravel, similar to your Sea Ghost, but slightly bigger. There are two smaller vessels docked next to this one with gangplanks coming across that seem to go into lower entryways on this vessel. One of them has a large chimney extending from the thingy where charcoal smoke is just billowing from the top, and you presume this is where the barbecued meats and the food is being prepared and then brought onto this ship. The other one, at the moment, looks quite still, stationary, not a lot happening. It sails a deep red. And it's just sitting and enjoying your drinks. Every now and again, one of the sort of waiters and hosts, they all also have instruments. And several people are climbing up to the crow's nest and just playing a song, or coming around and just playing some pleasant music for you. But then one of them comes up, these three large items in their hands. I just thought you may enjoy these, gentlemen. Now the sun is just at its hottest, and at this point, it's near 1 or 2 in the afternoon. The sun is beating down, even with like the shades of the sails. It's warm on here. And the items he brings you, 3 large pineapples. We like to call these Pina Colossus. And as he passes you each one, the large pineapples are hollowed out, full of rum, coconut cream, pineapple juice. It's normally a shared drink, but each of these, he's given you one each. And as you sort of drink from them, you see the pineapple begins to shrink as you take liquid out of it.
Oh my god.
Whoosh.
Pina
Whoosh.
Colossus.
Whoosh. Am I alright? What's happening here?
Hey, are you alright? What is happening here?
Picard, are you seeing this?
Have another drink.
The pineapple shrinks as I'm drinking it, like it's
Yeah, so
inflated.
it's almost like a carton, like crushing down.
Is it?
Your pineapple is not shrinking.
It is. I think you've had
It's
too.
totally getting smaller for me.
It's getting smaller for everyone.
As you sort of spit some of it back in, Scarrick, it begins to inflate again.
Oh! Guys, give me some of your drink.
Please
Can I
don't
sip yours, please?
spit back in your drink.
And just sip some of Ozzy's and spit it into mine. Oh!
Yours, Ozzy's
Oi,
begins to shrink, and
get
yours
bigger.
Hey, hands off
I'm
my
going to pull
Pina
out my water
Colossus.
skin and start drinking my water skin and inflating it as much as I can.
it gets bigger and bigger, and at one point it's just like larger than you. It's like a giant yoga ball. It's just here. Some of the crew point across and begin to laugh as you're thinking in.
What is this magic?
Scarrick.
We
I'm gonna
begin
get
to
the
have to-
alchemy drug
None
out
of
and start getting the water.
You begin to start having to stand up to be able to reach the top of this thing. It's now getting almost taller than you. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Would be a 7.
7. Okay, you get the water jug and you're almost like siphoning it through the hose, but keeping a grip onto the top so you can still reach it. As it grows and grows, all of a sudden your feet just on tiptoes raise up off the floor.
Oh.
And then you feel the momentum change. The liquid inside, as this vessel is slowly rocking, which you're used to now, begins to... You begin to roll forward as your friends watch you roll over in this giant pineapple ball, rolling doom, 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 and every time it comes around, you just... It begins to pick up pace as it reaches the edge of the aft castle. You fly off. Whoa, look out below, someone cries, as you crash into the main deck, rolling along. But as you do, some of the liquid is sloshing out. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller until by the end of the vessel, as people have dived out the way, people spilling drinks, one waiter with a tray of like these fine glasses filled with vibrant liquid just chucks them in the air as he saves himself. You land on your ass at the end of the ship, just this giant cask above you, and one of the waiters just leans over and opens the thing into your mouth. You could do some of this, laddie.
Hey,
Hey! If you like pina coladas
impressive.
and Scarrick rolling on the deck. Yeah, they're coming up with a new song.
As Scarrick begins to brush himself down and come back to you, a gentleman approaches your party. He's not dressed like the others. He's in a fine black suit, similar to what you'd see sort of richer people wear in the city. Good day, fellows.
You're not fancy
Are you
enough for
having
this
a
boat.
enjoyable time?
Yes.
Hey, have you had a go on one of these balloons? I just came up with the word balloon.
Did see your escapade.
Balloon.
I wondered if you couldn't inflate that again. Would you be interested in my ship services? He hands you a card.
We've got 2 ships.
Oh, no. You'll see. And he hands you the card and walks away.
I think he liked you.
I think he liked you.
I look at the card. What does it say on it?
So it's
The card
reads...
reads...
it's a brothel one.
The card is what you recognise to be sort of a tarot card. However, it's a tarot business card. On the back of it is the symbol of the lovers, and then on the information side is the details, the bonny boat, and then a list of curious names or words.
Bonnie boat. Ooh,
Ozzy, I think this is one for you.
I like the sound of this one.
As you peer over the edge, sort of looking around, you see the gentleman going to a few more people, but the vessel next to the Jolly Roger that isn't the cook vessel has inlaid in gold into the rear of the ship the name, the Bonnie Boat.
Oh, Scarrick.
Hey,
Look,
hey, what?
I think that this is that man's boat. And look at this card here.
Oh, didn't
Titties.
he just invite us to the boat?
He did. Look.
We
Titties.
should go to the boat.
Yes, we should.
Yeah.
Yes, we should. Road
At this
trip.
point, it's coming to around
I haven't been on a
2,
boat
half
in
2 in the
ages.
afternoon.
Right. Let's get a drink for the road. Well, they get a drink for the
A whiskey.
gangplank, and let's go over to the boat and
A
check it out.
whiskey with the floating it down through the air.
You've had enough. You've
Yeah, I
got
need you both to make a constitution check, I think.
you got a competition to be
Constitution
judging.
save.
In 4 hours.
It's alright.
No, 2 hours.
I'll just heal myself and I'll be fine.
I'm going to say
It's not how it works.
Styles doesn't have to make one because I know he's been sliding his drinks away all thingy and stuck
Unless
up
you
on
have
bread.
what's the spell that can get rid of toxins and stuff?
Oh yeah, there's an anti...
You've got a +2 on your saves. I got a 6 on mine.
6.
What's save? Constitution.
Yes.
No, wait. No, +1, +2, 12.
12. Okay. Ozzy, you just managed to keep a grip on your sanity. Perhaps some of the fire whiskies didn't quite affect you like they should have done. Scarrick, you're drunk. Again.
I'm drunk. I'm so drunk.
So you have disadvantage on checks currently.
Yeah,
as you sort of wobble around.
What's the spell? Restoration. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, something
Restoration,
like that,
get rid of toxins and stuff.
Yeah, I don't have
Sober you
restoration.
up.
I've got less than restoration.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll get rid of it. Get rid of your drunkenness.
Yeah, that gets rid of paralyze and poison. Yeah.
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 Spears.
Yeah, I think that's the
Doesn't feel
stat
like
you
I've
get
done it
when you're
before,
drunk and
that's
tip
why.
poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Well,
your
that's what
lay
it is,
don't your
isn't it?
lay
It's
on
poison.
hands like get rid of poison as well?
Well, that's also what I figured as well, because
Yeah.
I'm sure we've done that for someone else.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
But yeah,
Sober
I'm
man.
not worried about that. Just be like, boom, I'm
Yeah,
sober.
I think if you was drunk, you'd forget to make yourself sober.
That's the thing.
Possibly.
I'm definitely just in that. I would have to be reminded to do it. That's the thing. I'm just like, it's just stuff.
And at the moment,
so yeah.
you're drunk.
I'm getting up and I'm like, right, come on. I'm trying to usher people to the bonnie boat. Come on, this way. Let's go check it out. Let's see what it is. Come on, Packard.
I would be following along.
You'll love it.
Are you coming, Packard?
All right, let's go.
You might find.
Packard, leaving this vessel
love
where
her.
you haven't really found any joy
Are we
except
going to see a
inspecting
show?
the rigging and perhaps just looking at the quality of the sails and counting the knots on the ropes and that sort of thing. You all head down the gangplank, taking
Did you have
a large tankards which they filled before you go. Easily taken open, but come as you wish. They fill you up ready to go. You head down the gangplank of the Jolly Roger and walk around the dock to the smaller, less busy vessel, the Bonnie Boat. This time of the day, mid-afternoon, there are no patrons heading up. But as you come up, this vessel is almost like similar to a canal boat in the sense that there isn't that much of an open deck. There's a front open deck, but the rear is all encased in. And you walk up the gangplank for a small arched door into what would be the aft castle of a different ship. And as you sort of draw back the red curtain, you see inside the ship is just ornate with gilded wood, just rich mahoganies, reds and golds just lavish this room, and you're instantly, as you walk in, greeted with almost like a parlor. There are chaise lounge around the back, heavy curtains blot out the light except for these dim lanterns that glow, and all the lanterns are red.
Oh,
There is a
baby.
As you enter, there's a large, busted, heavy makeup woman in a red corset and a large flowing dress. Her purple hair is tied in a bun on the top of her head. Hello, boys.
Good day,
Hello.
my lady. We got given
Welcome
a card.
to the Bonnie Boat. I see.
Are you?
I am Madam
Bonnie?
Vex.
Are you Miss Bonnie? Oh no, you're not Miss Bonnie. Who are you?
Madam Vex.
Madam Vex.
And you are on the Bonnie Boat.
It is a pleasure. I hold out a hand and kiss it.
A charmer, I see.
Oh yeah.
Have you visited our establishment before?
It kind of looks like a place I went to in Greyhawk one time. Really expensive. Good time though.
Well, our rates aren't too bad. It's 5 silver an hour or 5 gold a night. Drinks are included in the price.
Oh my god, so many drinks.
You get drinks with everything here.
Yeah. What are these these names on the back of the card here?
Oh. Well, they are the people you can visit, of course.
Taxi's your fun one.
Most
Scarrick.
just choose one.
Sky, I know which one you
Per
want.
night.
You want the page boy.
It's fun. What?
The page boy. My friend wants the page boy.
Pixie's your fun, Pixie. Pixie's, I like the one.
Page? Did you say he said page boy?
It's
Well,
going to take him half an hour to take his hammer off.
will you be looking for an hour's service or the rest of the evening?
Oh, what time it is? We don't want to miss the mead
I've got
thing.
somewhere to be.
Currently, and she pulls like a large gold pocket watch. It's just coming up to 3 p.m.
Oh, I can spare an hour. Might sober you up a little bit. Yes, I want one of these, please.
Just for an hour, dear.
Yes.
Very well. Make your choice and cross my palm with 5 silver, and I will show you the way.
I'll take... Scarring, please take either the page boy or the ox.
I've already said, like, I've been obsessed with Pixie.
Pixie.
I like the word Pixie. Can I see the Pixie room, please?
Of course you can, my dear fellow.
I want the room.
Oh, you wish for the room. I will say, most take the room for an evening.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll come back and do the room later then. I want the... I'll take the Tamit's daughter. Is it Tamit's daughter? Am I reading
The
it
farmer's daughter.
The
yeah,
farmer's-
It's just fun.
I want,
You still wish farmer's daughter?
I want the farmer's daughter. What about you, Styles? Who you having?
I don't know.
Come on.
Well, you gentlemen are allowed to wait up here.
No.
I see.
It's a festival.
She sees when you came onto the Jolly Roger, they tied sort of a green piece of twine around your wrist. I see you have purchased a drinks package on our sister vessel. We can always get some sent across if you wish.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Yeah.
That glowing Western Street.
Styles, I'm going to pick for you, okay? This is on me. This is my treat. Festival, baby. You're going to have Nightshade, because it's like sneaky, like a rogue. Nightshade from my friend Styles here.
Okay, if you
She
insist.
very well. And as you give her
Tentatively.
the money, she
Packard,
puts into a little purse on her chest.
Packard, you want to
I
spend
can't
some
step
time
forward
with the
and he
lady?
says, and I will have one farmer's daughter, please.
No, I've got the farmer's daughter.
I'm
the Captain
afraid
Picard.
she can only service one at a time.
I mean, you can join in if you want, my friend. It might
Who's
get
left?
a bit awkward. What about Captain Ivana? You know, captain to captain. Captain Ivana for my friend here.
That's exactly the
Don't
last
know.
thing he wants.
Don't know if I believe in
Very
a
well.
female. Oh, I see.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Yes,
he's
I'm
sure.
a little bit satisfactory.
So, you cross my palm with 2 gold
Yeah, I'll pay for it
in
all.
total. And she leads you down, and there's as she opens the door, like in the back of the room, she leads you down some stairs into a large corridor. You did notice as well when you came in, there was a few of the men who work on the Jolly Roger sat on the deck of this boat, and a few like up in the rigging. You assume they are the security for the vessel should anything go right.
I
She leads
just
you down,
assumed they were
so
perverts.
Scarrick, she leads you off first to a room where the door is just your height, and she sort of ducks down to grasp the handle and open it up.
Why do I get the feeling pixies for dolphins?
Jesus Christ.
You walk inside, and the room just engulfs your senses. This room is, well, the first thing you notice is there is real grass on the floor. There are plants that seem to grow up the walls, and in the air, small speckles of gold and purple lights just glow. This room
That's nice.
instantly gives you the vibe of the Feywild, and on a bed made of grass at the back, raised from the floor, a mound you could say, is a scantily clad female. She is petite, only a little bit taller than you. She has white wispy hair cut into a short cut, and her sort of textured floral clothes barely cover her small breasts and body. Well, you guys paid for it, so you're gonna get it. On her
I
back are
think you've
some.
thought about this too much.
This is when I messaged Kurt and said some of the things I have to think about for D&D. This is it.
We've been asking for a brothel for ages. It's about time he delivered.
She has a pair of sort of satin wings on her back, and she puts a finger towards you and ushers you to come closer. You move forward, and your hour proceeds as you wish. Who was the next person in which room? We'll go Styles with Nightshade.
Yeah.
I believe so.
She moves further, leading you along, and Madam Vex grasps your hand and leads you to a large wooden door. This looks like a church, heavy, laden with metal work and Gothic architecture. She opens the room, and you walk inside, and you're instantly met with darkness. Not being able to see through this, you're slightly confused as you reach out, and you hear a subtle, low voice.
Shitty rogue.
Stranger. And at that, candles illuminate in the room.
Ooh.
This room looks almost like a crypt. However, it's decked in skulls
Hold
and
on, let me put my
cauldrons.
glasses on.
In the center of the room is a stone dais, and on it is a girl with pale skin, pale as a vampires, you could say.
Ooh.
Her hair black and long. She's wearing
Fucking killed that.
gauze,
So that, well,
scantily
that's
clad in black
successful.
clothes. She sits one leg up. Welcome to my lair, and she ushers you forward.
Damn.
Pykad,
Can't wait for fight.
Right.
you head a bit further, and she opens a door. This looks like the simple door that you would find on most vessels.
Good door. Fine
Opposed
door.
to the other two, it's very normal. She opens it, and inside you see a normal captain's quarters, a small porthole at the rear, a standard cabin bed, a small desk in the corner covered with maps, charts, and maps of Earth and all this sorts. Compasses hang from the walls, a captain's hat, and sat on the bed, a dark-skinned woman dressed as a pirate captain, a red bandana covering across her body. She looks at you and says, "Are you ready to find my treasure, Captain?"
Well,
I'm combine Irish there.
I presume it's located on one of these maps over here. The Pike
She looks at you oddly, and as you sort of, you can spend the hour as you wish. If you wish to just look at maps for the hour, she will sit and discuss maps with you. And finally, as Madame Vex leads you to the end, there is a room. She opens the door, and in this, there's a small window just up in the top that casts light down, its rays just shining on the straw-covered floor. This room is designed to look like a rural barn. The walls are large planks that go up in a deep shade of red. As I said, the floor is covered in straw, and at the back on a series of hay bales, there is a common-looking girl. She has a farmer's shawl over her head, and she turns, looking shy and timid. "Oh, good day, master. I've been tending to the animals, as you asked."
Have you? Have you now? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Large brown dress covers her body,
Who's your
and
daddy?
she turns, looking scared.
Oh gosh.
As Madame Vex closes
I,
the door, she heads back upstairs.
I use disguise self to turn me into a farmer. And as I approach, I'm like, "Who's your daddy?"
Of course, you, master. No.
Oh, dear.
However you wish to spend your hours behind closed doors is up to you, but the hour is up maybe a little too soon for some of you. And as you finish your sessions and head back upstairs, Madame Vex greets you with a warm smile. "I presume you found our services endearing."
Why you could say that?
It was, I need to go and judge, I think, anyway, and I'll just leave hurriedly.
Packard, you enjoy? I got like big beaming smile on my face. Packard, do you enjoy that? You have a good time?
Not one bit. That girl doesn't know anything about seafaring.
Really?
Yes, she didn't know any of her coordinates on the map. She didn't know where her treasure was. She scoffed at my Tide Times book,
No.
which she thoroughly needed educating in. And I say, Madam, you should vet these girls more clearly, because they are misrepresenting themselves.
Very well.
Did she not know her way around your mast?
I wouldn't surprise if she knew her way around a deck, a mast, the whole shebang.
She knows how to polish a deck.
I don't think you used the room properly. We'll try again.
What?
We'll try again tomorrow.
I tried my hardest to find the treasure, but her clues were to no end. Is this not an escape room? Have we not been in escape rooms?
My God spends the hour trying to get out the door. Like, I can't get out. And how was your experience, Styles?
Styles comes out with a big smile on his face and slightly shaking. And he goes up to the madam and, how much is it for the night? Do I have to pre-book?
It's 5 gold, my dear sir, and if you wish to cross my palm now, then yes, by all means.
Yes, he does. He pre-books.
Free books, the nightshade for the evening.
Nice.
Very well. So you head back to the Baron's home, and there's people in the street at this point. Some are just relaxing in the sun. The sun's just come over the highest point, and although it's still warm, it's beginning to cool a little. Some people have been having siestas. There's hammocks hung between houses and across streets. Children playing. Men and women dancing to music. And you head to the Baron's quarters, and outside you see a large table has been arranged. A long, long table that stretches the entire length of his front abode. He waves across as you arrive just a couple of minutes to 4. Oh, I thought you weren't going to make it. Please,
Sorry,
come.
got a little bit waylaid.
Scarrick.
Aye.
I just grabbed Scarrick by
Aye.
the shoulder and just turned him towards me. You good? You good? Did you have a good time in the?
I am great. I'm great.
You have a good time in the?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just it was in a very nice room.
But
I need to do this.
don't make this weird, man. Don't make this
kitchen
weird.
thing.
You can talk to me openly. I'm well versed in this subject. You okay? You good? She looked after you, yeah? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Look at me. Remember, you're doing a drinking competition now, so you might want to sober yourself up a little bit. All right, get ready for it.
No, so all the way through that, I don't know if walking through, you would have being able to tell that I was sober.
Oh, okay.
So straight afterwards, the idea is I would have just fucking and lesser restoration to kill myself.
Okay. Fair dues.
What have I done?
That's why I was ashamed and left.
Am I a dolphin now? So,
Not for those reasons.
the Baron greets you, and you see Mia, the landlord, and she's there. And they stand, and along this table there is a series of people from around the local area. You see all different sorts, and each one has a large vessel in front of them and a selection of 3 small cups. I forgot to say, they scored out of 10. So have a sip. We do taste. We're looking for the sort of taste, scent, appearance, style, damage, and aggression. It's a rebel joke. So taste, scent, and appearance, and we tend to round it to 10 being the best and 0 being the worst. We'll start at this end. Are you ready, friend?
Who has people
Aye.
made these meads? Like who?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they'll introduce themselves as we
alright,
go
cool,
along.
Cool. Do we just sit in the audience?
By all means, come along and watch. The judging must be just by the 3 of us for this one, but
Yeah, you do like
let's
hold
see
it
if we
up
can
like a
open
big
slot for the pie making.
sign saying giving you numbers, or you just do it in your own time.
We tend to call it out.
Yeah. Cool. Come on, guys. Let's front row.
So there are a few people gathered round as the town collects together for this, the first of the sort of large competitions of the festival. The Baron greets everyone. Thank you all for gathering, and thank you to the contestants for putting their hard-earned craft, their hard-earned skills into these drinks for us today. And please remember, all these drinks will be available throughout the festival from these kind people's houses and stalls. Please do not just buy the winner like you have the previous years. They are all delicious, I assure you. Now come. And he gathers you and Mia, and his like large arms. Literally, this guy he's built like an orc, and he engulfs you. Especially like Mia has turned form, and you just the height. Let's start with this one. And he picks up the card. There's an old elderly farmer stood behind who sort of bows and takes off his flat cap to greet you.
Oh, I turn to Bacard. I think I fucked his daughter.
This
I'm
maid-
afraid there aren't many places we can go where you haven't done that.
This is true.
This mead is called Golden Nectar, and it is by Petra here, one of our farmers, who is also responsible for a lot of the food produce around here. Please,
Do
Petra.
you have any beeswax?
He looks towards you. This is made from my own bees. I'm sure I could acquire some wax for you. Yes,
That'd be great.
not a problem. Please. And the drinks are poured, and this is a very classic mead, and it's resounding with that classic taste. It's rich, sweet, deep, and you can taste the honey coming through. What do you wish to score it, Scanek?
Oh, I think I'd give that a good 9, I think. That's a good 9, that.
Oh, and the Baron sort of looks at you. 9. Right. This
I
is
do
the first
appreciate a
one.
classic. You know, it's crisp,
very,
that.
very well.
Don't you,
I
you
believe-
can't put it on the order. It doesn't
An
matter.
8 from me, then. An 8 from me. Mia, yourself? 6. So,
Mia's gonna be the tough one. Tough to impress, I think.
he gets a score of 23, ladies and gentlemen. A very
I feel
respectable score.
I feel like Scarrick's just gonna mark. I think he's just gonna love every single one.
He moves you down the table. Behind the table here is a middle-aged, getting on to her later years woman. She is slender built. Her hair is beginning to grey. This is Sophia Cranwick. It's her husband you're taking the place of, Scarrick. They are the lighthouse keepers here at Tempesta. Greets you. Please, enjoy. She pours this a mead with a green hue into these glasses. As you sort of swill your palate with water that Mia passes round, you take a sip. This one has a bitter taste at first, followed by a rich sweetness, sweeter than the original but with more savoury tones. I make this with a mixture of sea salt and seaweed
Oh,
added to the mead.
I could taste that.
It's a definitely a particular taste, one for those who enjoy
Like
the more.
particles, like particular. Aye.
He sort of gives you a nudge. It's very nice, Sophia. Very nice. I will give it a 6, I believe. He was like, It's not too bad. A 7 from me.
4. 4.
Very well. Thank you for your contribution, Sophia. The name of that one again? It's called Ocean Breeze. Yes, I'm sure it is. And they hurriedly move on.
Sounds
to the
like
next
a toilet air freshener.
Just like with two.
one. The next person that greets you is the large, imposing figure of Captain Constant Teach, the leader of the Shark Hunters, a man you've seen before. This I like to call Dead Man's Mead. He pours it, has a dark gold appearance, a strong scent of wood smoke. As you take a
Great
sip,
colour.
I aged this mead in ex-rum barrels that have been charred. You have a sip, it has a deep, earthy taste. It seems stronger in alcohol than the others as well. Oh, very, very nice, Captain. A standing edition.
A good
What do you
7.
think, Scarrick? Agreed. 7 from myself. 7 from me as well. 21. Fine score. I would recommend, ladies and gentlemen, a definite try of this one.
Oh.
And now our final contestant of the year. These are the sort of the ones that stand out. There are ones in between where there is ups and downs, but these are the solid 4 of the collection. Jericho. I see you've entered again this year. Jericho is the father of Isaac and the man who runs the shipyard, a crucial figure in the workings of Tempesta. The nectar he pours, I call this Nectar of the Gods. Deep purple in colour, and a taste that fills the senses. At first, a sharpness that turns to fizz, ending with a sweet fruit note that leaves you wanting more. It has a smell of burnt sugar. I use extract of violet jungle vines to give it its particular taste. Very nice, Jericho, very nice. A well-rounded taste. Exciting experience on the palate. What do you two think?
I like the look of that one. It's my colour.
Violet jungle vines, they're quite rare, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
It's like little tendrils with fungus that grows on them.
You have heard of them.
Aye.
You must be well travelled.
You can taste it. It's lovely. I give it an 8. It's a touch sweet for me, but it's nice.
It was like from really well. I had a nice myself. Well, looking at the arrangement, I believe we have a winner. I'd like to thank everyone here for their participation in today's event. The meads have been fine, and a fine gesture towards the god Pelor in this fine festival that we have.
Hello.
However, there can only be one winner, and I'm pleased to say, Jericho, it is you with your Nectar of the Gods, a fitting tribute on this fine festival. And he raises the mead up. Please, come try. And he ushers people in, and he's pouring little sips. Most people walk around with a glass at this festival, just topping up their own.
Hold up.
And everyone gets a little sip of it.
My tongue of the winning.
Close your sip in, you taste it, and you get that experience of sharpness, fizz, sweet,
Ooh.
and a burnt sugar taste on the end.
Ooh, I like this. Nice. Pack out, you should. Styles, you should try it.
Pack size.
Styles grabs it and downs it. That is good.
It is good. Has Picard actually ever tried drinking anything? I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
he did
it
once.
at one of the taverns, and
And
I think it was at the empty net back in
Yeah.
Saltmarsh.
nothing happened to you there, did it?
it's classic Pirates of the Caribbean out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
If I can wander over to Jericho and just talk to him.
Yeah, you see him sort
Yeah,
of
cool.
he's clearing up his stand as the rest are sort of picking up the bits and moving away. Yes,
the
friend.
violet jungle tendrils that you use for the brew. Whereabouts
Yes,
do you
yes.
get them from?
Well, they're quite hard to come by. Me and my family, we tend to travel once a year. We head to distant isles, mainland towns. Just the children, I don't want them to be too fixated with Tempesta. This is a life not everyone can afford, and I assume one day they will leave. So I want to give them the experience while I can. And I tend to peruse the black market and see what I can find. This year I've been lucky enough to brew a barrel. Some years I am not so.
You don't happen to have any left here.
I'm afraid not, good friend. I use it all to make this batch.
Is your contact on this island?
Believe we were just back on the mainland. I will check with the wife the destination. I'll let you know.
Be appreciated.
Not a problem, and thank you for your vote. I can see you have a sophisticated palate.
Aye.
Enjoy. And
Packard,
he leaves you as he sort of
Packard.
collects his stuff.
Packard, just try it. Just try it. You might. I know you don't need to drink anymore, and I know you can't really taste. Can you even taste anything?
No.
Well, maybe you just haven't found the right drink. Like, everyone's got a drink. Like, maybe your palate is just so refined that it takes a certain ingredient or taste for it to, like, cut through. So maybe this is it.
Packard sighs and he says, "Fine, give it here." And he takes one sip, and then he throws it at the wall.
No.
And he says, "I told you I can't taste anything, damn it! Now don't you dare hand me another fucking drink!"
Someone's had too much to drink.
You all sitting here enjoying your fine foods and fine wines. No one pays a thought to the little like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to upset you.
Finger up his bum, feel anything.
Is
And he
that
doesn't.
is that what she did? Is she looking for the treasure? Look,
No.
There she... By God, you feel the Baron's large arm come round you. By God, please. I understand your frustration.
You understand nothing, you giant twat.
Listen. And his hand sort of grips your shoulder at this point. There are other activities rather than eating and drinking, my friend. And I'm sure you'll be able to partake.
Yes.
The god's gift as well as take away. I hope your life has balance.
Yes. That makes two of us.
I'm like side-eyeing Skyrick, like,
And Packard looks at his arm,
I think he's upset.
and he imagines plunging it through someone.
Did he just make a balance joke to the one-armed guy?
I think he did. I pick up my tankard and I go to Packard and say, Packard, I'm sorry, man. I wasn't trying to be insensitive. I was just trying to include you. Sorry, man.
No, it's fine. I just, there's nothing more than I'd enjoy to share a bevy with my crew, with my Mr. Men.
I
But
get
alas,
it.
alack, I feel those days are not for me anymore.
I mean, if it doesn't affect you in any way, I mean, you could just drink it and pretend.
Yes. Maybe I will.
Maybe. I don't know.
Haha. Delicious. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe if I pretend I can get involved. Indeed. You drink up. You drink up, Mister.
Well, I'm gonna need my drink refilling. Excuse me, can I have another one of them, please?
I said to Scarrick, what time do you think the night sessions start in the Bonnie Boat? Do you think it's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock?
I wouldn't know about that. I don't know.
I just wondered. That's okay.
I wait for Ozzy to take a drink, and as he's sipping, I cast control water, and I cause his entire drink to like blast through his face.
Oh my Jesus! Bloody hell!
And I say, gotcha. Ha
Ellie getting drenched just like flies into the air, begins to like barrel roll as she sort of blasts the liquor off, casting fire on it, and just.
That was a good one, Parkard. Yep.
That was good.
That was a good one.
It was jovial.
Scarrick hears in his head, I don't think Scarrick and Parkard understands the concept of a practical joke.
I think you've broken him.
I think I'm mad. I use prestidigitation to
too
clean
many
myself up.
drinks.
Is it, we best go get our pies. It's nearly.
As Ellie comes back down, you see a few people
can
begin
touch
to bring their pies up to the cleared table from the mead and placing them with little placards to say whose is whose.
Oh shit. We need to get a pass.
Right, let's go get him then.
Yep. Let's go.
And we will collect our pies and bring them to the table.
Okay, if anyone wants to do any final adjustments or final tweaks, perhaps you wanted Ellie to do something.
Well, I will wait.
I'm just gonna glaze some honey over the top of my pie.
Okay.
I will wait until the judges come to judge my pie, and then I will finish it in front of them.
Mine's done it. It's had a nice egg wash. It's a lovely deep
Nice golden crust. Very good. So you place them onto the table, and you see, as the clock rolls around to 5 p.m., a few more people have gathered. You see some with bowls and spoons in hand. Traditionally, if you've ever been to a pie festival, the pies are tried by the judges and then shared among the crowd. People just coming and enjoying them and relishing in the
Guys, good job. I haven't drunk this.
relishing in the enjoyment of food. The judges, as before, are the Baron and Mia, and they come down the line. You see them trying at the far end a blubber-baked barnacle pie, a simple pie with barnacle shells lining the top, and you see them putting their spoons into their pockets and using the barnacle shells to scoop it out, which is explained by the fisherman's wife who served it to them. They nod their heads and agree. Moving a bit further, they taste around 20 pies, a few of them standing out as you watch them. There is a seasoned potato pie. Simple yet comforting layered potatoes with seasoned paprika and salt mix and some mild spices. This is, you hear them call out her name, Maggie, a local farmer from Maggie's farm. Next. Next they come to one of your pies. Who would be next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Scarrick, your pie, golden topped and as far as you're aware delicious, sits atop. The Baron comes up. Oh, I see you've entered the competition as well. Very, very
Right.
good. Please
Some
give me a
freshly
description of your
harvested,
pie.
Well, it's freshly harvested turtle heart, a wee bit of
Ah.
a salty kick, and some spice in there, and a honey glazed top to go with a sweet, salt and sweet kind
I
of
see.
feel to it.
Well, yeah, if you wish, and you see them get their spoons and dig in. The Baron takes a spoonful. Ah. So, yes. Yes,
Yes.
uh,
Yes, it's a pie.
a lot of salt. A lot of salt in that one. Mia?
I
and
didn't put too much in.
it turns to her. You see, she managed to retain some decorum. An interesting combination, I believe. Is this the first pie you've made?
No. I used to make a few.
I
back in the day.
see. Yes. Well, thank you for your contribution. And she sort of side eyes the Baron. They move on. The next pie is called an iced cream pie, a sweet pastry that covers an ice cream created with a cold potion that you see the farmer pouring a small bottle over the top to turn this curdled cream into a whipped creation. Here's another dwarf, and you see them tucking into this, and they actually go back for seconds as they're like, oh, this delicious treat.
God
Their
damn it.
face is just enhanced with joy. And you hear their praises as they move on. Styles, I come to your pie next. What's in your pie, friend?
So my pie is a lizard meat pie, and my in-house artist has drawn my pie there, as you can see.
I see.
And it's got one of the lizard hands on top of it.
You drawn your pie?
That's it. My in-house artist and my wife has done.
I love the presentation. It's splendid.
Yes, and it's a rich ale gravy with a hint of garlic and big chunks of lizard meat.
They tuck in. Their faces are just filled with joy at this rich, delicious, meaty dish. The gravy complements the sort of slow stewed lizard meat, which is now tender. But it also brings this exotic taste. They're very pleased as they move on to the next pie. This one is a spicy jambalaya topped with an eel skin crust. Salty and hot, but very savoury, and works well in the summer heat. This is from the Wavecrester family, and another member
I chill
stands
it.
behind proudly.
I chill it so it tastes like it's still frozen.
They sort of... not quite up to your usual standard, but very nice, and they politely put it back.
Fucking pie jambalaya, you prick.
They come to you next, Ozzy.
Okay, gather
Ozzy.
round. This here
Very well.
is called the Dragon's Eagle pie. Don't think too much about it. And then I pull out from a small bag a vial of white liquid, which the party know to be the teat milk from the Great Owl. And I pull out a brush and I brush it along the top and say, "This is Tears of the Mother." Ellie! And then Ellie swoops down and lands next to the pie and breathes dragon breath, like crisping and solidifying
Nice.
the milk on the top. Like glazing it.
There is a mixture of
Fresh.
goldenness and
Totally.
char as this milk is burnt off, and parts are just seared from the fire, but in a pleasant way, and there's a huge gold tone to the top. Very impressive. This is the first time we've had a tiny dragon be involved.
Yeah, well, you see.
Well, let's try.
I messaged Scarrick in his head, "Don't you fucking dare tell him that came out of that woman's boobies."
Instantly,
I don't
their
like
faces,
to think about myself.
which begin quite pleasant and finger, just like, ugh,
I know, right?
another delicious pie. You've had lessons from Scarrick, I see.
No, no, I have not.
No, very well. A fine showmanship. Did anybody got a drink? So I see him look round and grabs an ale, instantly downs the entire thing. Very good.
No.
Moves
Damn
into
it.
the next one. This pie is an elderly woman and a trapper. You see, she has a lot of her clothes are made of the skins of animals. And it's a rabbit and wine currant sauce topped with a fine pastry. Simple homely pie, rich in gamely flavour, thick with a slightly sweet sauce. They spent some time talking to her and pleasantries. And after they tasted them all, you see them go off to the side and just begin talking. A few points come your way, some to you, Ozzy, some to you, Scarrick, and a few to you, Styles. After 5-10 minutes, as the time now draws closer to 6, the Baron comes up. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had some fine pies on this day. But as you know, there can only be one winner. And due to the exquisite presentation,
Oh, it's me. It's me.
the flair,
There's me.
style,
It's definitely me.
and most importantly, the taste of this pie,
It's probably me.
we have to award this fine honour
I start walking up towards the guy.
to Styles
Oh,
for his blue lizard pie. Please come, Styles, come.
I demand a recount.
You see the Baron, he engulfs you and holds your hand as a few people begin to quickly sketch your picture onto these cards that begin to be like copied by either their junior apprentices and handed around the crowd. May everyone come enjoy all the pies. And you see him as a few of like his few friends come up, the Baron's friends, and just avoid the other two, okay? A little bit on the salty side.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd just like to say I dedicate my pie to my comrades. Sadly, can't be with us. Jeff and Beth.
Oh, yeah.
A fine dedication
Jeff and
for a
Beth.
fine pie.
Jeff and Beth.
Pack will trans.
They were-
Who?
They were the ones that died. Remember?
Hey, you remember? Jeff and Beth got eaten by the plant.
Jeff and Beth got eaten by the plants. Don't matter. I look disappointed and I try a slice of my pie. Jesus, I don't remember her breast milk tasting that salty. Jesus, maybe it's been in the vial a bit too long. Hey, pie card. I use Mage Hand to glide over a slice of pie to him. Hey, pie card, want some of my pie?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. Slams into his face.
And as it's like on his face, it's like, delicious. And he's like, I'm eating some. And then he eats some, and then he casts feign death on himself.
My God, no!
I presume you fall to the floor.
Oh shit!
And Packard just
Pie card.
he's out.
I'll start doing the medical checks on him.
What have
He
you
cries
done?
in the audience
He's-
as men and women sort of turn and look. What's happened? Someone shouts, and someone shouts, he ate some of his pie.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why he's
Gather
died.
round.
I gotta come back to this.
Someone shouts, nobody eat that pie.
Wait, no,
Someone
the pie's
rushes
fine.
the Baron.
It's just a bit salty. Back up.
Baron, are you okay? I'm fine.
Does he look dead?
I
Yes.
presume
will-
feign death makes you look very dead.
Carry on trying to do any sort of medical checks. I can't find a pulse.
Can it be discerned at any point, Pycon?
Did he have a pulse?
Seems so.
Yeah,
I
he didn't
think
have a
they're
pulse
due
anyway, did he?
to physical and magical checks.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Back
dead.
up.
Ozzy, what did you do?
I don't know.
Is this your drug? Is this your drug?
Scary.
Did you drug him?
Scary.
Did you drug your friend?
Did you put the drug in?
Did you go too far? Did you drug him?
Guys. I didn't do anything. I think he's.
You've
I
actually
think he's
killed
dead.
him.
I don't fucking know. Packard. I cast heal. How's healing word?
I won't do anything. I tried.
Why are you not worried?
He's dead. He needs restoration. You got
As
a
the
diamond.
cries from the crowd come, two people run across with a large bamboo poles with a piece of old sheet sail in between. They're wearing white placards with red crosses on. Somebody need help? What's happened over here?
Our friend,
I
our
think
friend.
he's dead.
He ate that pie and was
Now,
collapsed.
the pie.
It's not.
Pie.
Somebody take that pie.
There's nothing to do with the pie.
Cow pie.
They come down. What's his And he sort of lifts his arm up and see there's nothing in there. He's lost a bloody arm. Somebody get some help over
He
here.
never had an arm. Forget about the arm.
He did
do you
at
mean
one
he never
He
had
point.
did, but he lost it when he died.
As chaos unfolds,
I
we begin to
Not
like
this
chuck
time.
drinks
This is
about.
the second time he's died.
I slap
I died
I
twice.
slap Scarrick. Like Scarrick. Slap you real hard.
Boy, sorry.
Sober up.
I
This
don't know what you do.
This isn't a joke. Picard's really hurt.
I don't have anything to help him. We need a healer.
Use your
We need-
hand
is
thing.
there a
Your lay
monk
on hand
or
thing.
something. Just give me a body part. Have you got your body part?
I did. What do you mean a body part?
Give me a hand. Have
You're
you got
not
any
cutting.
severed
You're not cutting off
hands?
my hands.
What's it with your hands? You can't take Picard's hand.
No one's taking
Who's
anyone's
it
hands.
about the hands?
I just start like praying to Pyreneus.
Okay. One of the
I keep trying to pump
medics
in. I keep trying to pump in healing word,
Shouts
hoping
across.
that it does something.
Shuts across. This is serious. I think he's gone. We're gonna have to get Winston. Get Winston!
Who's Winston?
Shouts come across and you hear the crowd shout, "Get Winston! Get Winston!" After a few minutes, an elderly man comes across. He's wearing long robes, similar red cross on his chest.
Winston,
He
help
holds a
our friend.
diamond in his hand. I have it. I have the emergency diamond. Are we sure he's dead?
Look at the man. Help him, help him.
He
He's
runs
dead.
down, checks his pulse. Very well. You see him. He casts Revivify.
It would be Revivify.
He casts Revivify, and you see as he concentrates
He took it
hard,
too far.
and the
Killed
diamond
Picard.
just disappears into dust and just ebbs. This cleansing energy just
Back
washes
up,
over
back
his body.
Don't worry, Packard. You're coming back.
His eyes open, looking. Come back to us, brother.
Packard.
Come back to us.
Yeah, I don't think it works. I think I just appear dead. I'm not dead, so a Revivify spell wouldn't do anything.
Does it say anything on the spell about
What is this witchcraft?
It just, yeah,
And him.
indistinguishable from death. But
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When does it
Just put in the
end?
pie.
ends after. So either I can end the spell if I was doing it to someone else,
Yeah.
but if I've done it to myself, it'll last the full duration, which is 1 hour.
Oh my god.
Okay.
People are saying here nothing happens, the spell slot is expended, and the caster perceives that nothing was done to the target.
Good.
Why,
Music
why
stops.
did that not work? Why did the
People crowd
spell
around.
not work?
Check your pie. See if
But
there's
he
any
knows
magic in
that
your pie.
the caster knows that nothing.
There's
that
nothing in the
spell did
goddamn
nothing.
pie. It's just that fucking titty milk from the great owl. Oh my god. Maybe it's
Put
poisonous.
titty milk into a pie.
Don't worry about that right now.
It was fine
Check
until he
on
ate
the
your
Baron.
pie. You shouldn't have tried forcing him food.
Well, I just wanted him to join in. I didn't think it would kill him.
Look, give the man some space. Respect the dead.
Oh my god.
This spell would bring anyone
What have you
back.
done, Noisy?
It's happening again. Oh my god.
Hey, leave
Clear
me,
some
please.
space.
I need you.
They begin to bow their heads and say the last rites. Chanting over Picard's body, you see to with a stretcher, pull out a large cloth, begin to cover him up.
Oh my god.
I presume he was your friend.
Yeah, he was. Not just a friend, he was our captain.
How would he wish to be buried?
We wouldn't. He'd want to be pushed out to sea.
Yeah, but very like
I
sea, I
see.
would think.
We'll prepare the vessel.
Oh, no, it's not. He's not.
I'm sorry, friend. He's gone.
Oh my
He puts his
god.
hand on your shoulder. The market square is clear. Few people stand around just looking on.
This is the worst festival ever.
A few whispers.
No, this is not happening. It's not like this. And I'll just run off. And disappear.
Can't run away from their problems.
Is this the end of the festival?
Is there a dodgy part of town?
You could run into a back alley where the shadows are beginning to get
That's
longer.
what I'm
with the
looking
sun.
for like. And I'm casting divine sense to look for an evil person.
Okay. You run down a back alley and stagger over what seems to be a makeshift bed and home. Confused as you're down the side of the tavern, you throw it out of your mind. You cast divine sense, and scanning the crowd, you pick up one person who is staggering back home after a long day's drinking. He is a middle-aged man, pushing on in the years. As you peer out from behind and see him staggering, a stick in one hand, one leg beginning to twist inwards through age. He's wearing farmer's clothes.
Oh my god, I shagged his daughter.
As you're there, Ozzy, the medics are going to cover his body,
I'm just by his side, just sobbing, not knowing what to do.
carrying him onto the stretcher as they begin to take him down to the dock.
I'm studying the pie. Just like
You-
poking it with my knife.
Look into the pie, tasting different things, but there's nothing that
I'm not tasting the pie,
appears-
I'm not mad.
I
you
ate,
look
I
at
ate
it
the
and there's
pie. I
nothing
ate the
appears out
pie.
of place.
I'm fine. This is not
But
the
you're-
pie. He's been murdered. Someone, one of you fuckers here has murdered him. Who's murdered my friend?
Hey, calm down, friend. That's bold claims. Let's lay this person to rest, and then we can find out what's happened.
People don't just drop dead for no reason.
What are you doing, Skag?
So, did I sense that he's evil?
You get the impression of evil from him, yeah.
So I just kind of like sneak up behind him, and I'm sobbing, and I just say, "I'm sorry." And like as he maybe reaches over, I just slice his throat and cast
He turns.
searing smite. So I'll slice and cast searing smite, which will set him on fire. Sorry, no. Searing smite is the bonus action, so it's my blade will set him on fire. Or what I'll do. Weapon flares with white hot intensity and attack does 1d6 fire damage. I'm hoping it would set him on fire.
As
And
you
if not,
draw the knife across his throat and
I'll
then
do
run
that
it
stuff.
down his
Oh my god.
dry, tender clothing. His clothing begins to ignite as he exhales this cough of blood that's splitting out in front of him. His clothing begins to burn, but he doesn't scream in pain since he's already exhaling his last breath. You grasp him by his collar, the heat searing up your arm and turning your armor almost aglow with the burn as you drag him back into the shadows of the street, checking for prying eyes. You
My
sit,
god, what have you done?
I'm
body burning.
furious.
the hot ash and soot going into the air as your skin begins to char. You watch the flames as they lick across his body, and they twist and turn. You feel a promising glow from the embers.
And also ask
And the body,
help with Picard.
it's ash. The flame all of a sudden erupts, just engulfing the entire thing. Too fast for what you're normally used to. Almost like you've got a staked forge incinerating the body, the ash flying up in the flames, just floating into the sky, drifting off into the purpley dark clouds that hang above. Go to him. You hear a voice in your head.
I'll just kind of check that I'm not too blood splattered or anything.
As you look across your
back.
body, you look
Oh,
clear.
God.
There are a few specks of dust and ash that you brush off. You run down just as the medics are beginning to get him to the dock. And you feel the instinct to place your hand on his head. As you do, Picard, in your apparent dead state, you feel a searing heat course through your brain. An urge that instantly makes you drop the spell and you inhale deeply as your eyes shoot open.
Picard!
Instantly, the two people carrying your stretcher cry out in shock and drop you. What's happened?
Oh my god. Scarrick, you did it.
I thought you lost you.
Picard sits
No.
up rapidly
He did it.
and he says,
Actually, I'll look down.
"What the bloody hell was in that pie?"
I just give.
What?
I just
Told you it was the pie.
I just give him a hug and just like hold him tight and just refuse almost to let go. Oh my god. I'm so I don't know what happens. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Picard embraces him and he says, "Yes, yes, good, yes,
I'm sorry.
yes, you are, aren't you?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Don't be weird about this. What the fuck
No,
happened?
no.
I mean, was it the pie? And I'll just go over to the pie and I'll just start eating loads of the pie.
I ate the
What?
pie. The pie was fine. Really
You eat
salty.
it, and despite the salty taste, nothing happens to you. And the healers who are now bringing you up and sort of taking the shroud off you. And are you okay? You've been saved by the god.
Wow.
Been
Yes,
saved
seems that
by
way.
Pelor.
Like,
Did Pella
They
over
look
this?
around the crowd, and the crowd's been coming down.
A pelican.
I'll
It's a
just
miracle.
whisper to Picard, Pyremius.
I say,
The crowd instantly begin to
Bless you.
engulf you and raise you up. Pelor has saved this man.
Pella.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's a
And
miracle.
instantly, the vibe changes. Tankards are chucked in the air. Alcohol is beginning to spew about as Picard is raised and carried through the street with people chanting Pelor's name. As the sun begins to set, the confusion lost into the sunset.
as they're chanting Pelor, Picard's trying to like nudge them towards a Picard. They're all shouting Pelor, and he's like, Picard. Like, encourages
In the confusion, I've rolled and I'm just going to be sobbing on the dirt and just picking up handfuls of the dirt and eating it.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 77, Paul.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rolled a 77.
You just make note of that for yourself.
Ozzy's like swept up in the jubilation of it, and he's like, Picard, Pella, Picard,
Oh, God.
Pella.
Yes.
You stay solitary, Scarrick. Your friends not realizing your plight. But perhaps that's for the best. How long does it last?
4 minutes.
You bring yourself together, regain your composure. And I'd imagine you look across to Jolly Roger, the sun dipping behind and head back for a drink, perhaps. And I just need a quick wee break, and then we will continue. Brilliant. Okay, so where were we? So, Scarrick, you were heading to the Jolly Roger for a drink. The rest
lot
of
of
you
drinks.
following,
Yeah, I would.
following
I
the
would.
party round.
I would
Pie
follow the
card on
party
top.
around, and then at some point maybe notice that Scarrick's not there, and be like, Styles, did you see where Scarrick went? You should be celebrating. Styles, you alright? Styles?
Sorry,
What was you...
I just got really confused by some of that sound.
You okay, Styles?
Yes, just taken
There's
up in the moment.
There's
Sorry,
there's a beer kicking in.
I thought we lost him, and it was quite shocking.
Yeah. You okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, good. Did you see where Scarrick went?
No, I didn't. I bet he sneaks back off to the Bonnie Boat. Do you want me to go check?
Yeah, maybe we should like head back. He should be celebrating. He saved Packard's life. I hope he's okay.
He saved it. I thought it was the diamond. I thought it just acted slowly.
No, that's not how it works. That was all Scarrick. He called to his god. Well, all of this lot think it's Pello, but I think his god's Pyremius now.
Does Ozzy say that loud enough for me to hear?
No, you're up on the arms of people getting carried around. I think.
What a great time.
Unless you get
Well,
done.
Putting beats on me like Mardi Gras.
whatever it was, I'm grateful that it looks like Ike's finally enjoying himself. He's centre of attention.
Maybe that's what he needed. He just needed to die again.
Oh no, killed it. Maybe we should do it. Maybe it's
I think
the opposite effect.
I mean, that's the only thing he could have been. Like, I made him have a drink. Maybe it just took a while to hit his system. And maybe the power just topped him off, you know? Maybe we should be careful around him. I feel really bad now. Nearly lost a friend.
Well, luckily we have another friend that managed to bring him back.
I don't know what we do with that Scarrick, man. None of my spells were working. I felt completely powerless for the first time in... Well, since... First time in a while, let's put it that way.
Come on, let's go find him.
Yeah.
See.
Okay.
Can Ellie spot him? Do an overwatch.
Yeah, as you send Ellie up, it's don't presume you're hiding, Scarrick. She spots you on the deck of the Jolly Roger, and as you arrive there, sort of your eyes still red. They greet you jovially. Oh, welcome back. Here for another round?
Yeah. Show my wristband.
Oh, you it's just a Scarrick. He gets up first.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You you don't look so good. Let me
You need whiskey.
get you something.
Spend a
my
day.
friend. He comes back and just gets you sat on the cushions and comes back with a large spoon and a small shot glass. This'll take your mind off things. We like to call it actual torture. Have this, and he puts 2 teaspoons of salt into your mouth, which instantly flash back at the pies, and wash it down with this. Pours in a very strong citrus-based liquor that immediately burns after this salty texture. It does just sort of focus your mind back in and just. And after that, he brings you some of the different ales and spirits that they have and just tends to you as a normal patron. Ozzy, as you arrive with Styles or Picard? I don't know who's gone where. Styles. They greet you, see your wristbands, and your friend's up top.
Thank you.
Came back. Is he okay?
Well,
Didn't look so good.
you heard what happened in the pie eating contest. Our friend seemed to
It was
die.
your friend. We heard some rumors.
Yeah.
A miracle of Pelor, I believe.
Yeah. Well, that's him up there. He brought him back.
Oh. Wow.
I think he just took it out of him. We'll make sure he's all right.
Good idea. And he ushers you up and gets you some drinks.
Scarrick, you... Jesus, man. You all right?
Hey.
I'll sit down next
I
to
mean,
him.
I.
How did you do that? I mean, nothing was working. Nothing. Like, that guy, I think he did like a revive spell. And...
Aye, that's what it
fuck
was.
me, it didn't even work. And that's kind of worrying, because if one of us goes, that's what I'm kind of relying on to keep us alive. What did you do?
I just called out to my god, and
To
I don't know. I had to reach deep.
Prometheus?
I reached.
Paramus? That's what I said. Optimus Prime?
I had to reach deep, and it took something of me.
Well,
What, like a
thank you.
gem?
I'll go from my
Where is it now?
Oh, he's just been lauded around the town.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah,
enjoying it.
Picard, by this point, you've had a couple of laps around the town square, and if people have begun to get tired and sort of slowly brought you down and patted you on the back. And a few people have given you like tokens of good luck, like small corn dolls and the sort. So
Thank you for your trash. Which way did my friends go?
and a couple of usher you down to the docks. They think they went that way, so just point you in the right direction.
Scarrick,
To the toilet.
Scarrick, this is a...
I'll
Man,
have
this-
another bottle of whiskey brought
This
to
is
me
a lot.
and be
This is a lot.
steadily drinking through it.
Did anybody...
Yeah.
Did anybody see what happened to him? Because we can't have this happen again. Like, what the fuck actually happened? Did someone murder him?
I don't know. He was fine, and then. I mean, it's not the pie. I tried it just to see what.
Yeah, I don't know. I
knew
did
that
too.
I could.
I think he's just not meant to eat. I think it was just a reaction to the food.
Well, anyway, whatever you did, Scarrick, thank you. You saved him.
Hey, no problem. Anything for you guys, but
Hey, this is a good thing. I'd like to tap him on the shoulder. Hey,
Aye,
hey man, this
aye.
is a good thing. You
What?
saved a life. You saved our friend. You saved a captain. Fake captain. You saved the...
Ozzy, as you tap him, and Ellie's sort of like curled up next to you, you have an odd, only a very minuscule reaction from her, but almost an odd sensation where she begins to sort of hiss as you touch him, and then it just passes.
Hey,
It's almost
alright,
barely
it's
noticeable.
alright. Yeah, it was a good thing, man. It was... I mean, I don't know what we would have done without you. I think he would...
Do
I don't know. It's not even worth thinking about.
you want some food, Scarrick? You're hungry? Do you need to
no, oh no.
get your strength back?
Do you need the...
Need some
to see-
time and some
do you need to see
old
the pixie?
amber nectar, yeah.
Do you need to see the pixie?
The pixie would help.
Aye.
Speaking of which,
Maybe.
what time is it?
At this point, it's getting to like 7-8 o'clock on the evening. The sun is really low now. It's one of the longest days of the year coming up, so the sun is out a lot longer. But at this point, in the sort of sunset glow, some of the lamps on the ships are beginning to light up, and you notice how the town is just spread in this array of stringed lights, which just make it vibrant and glow. And there's still people out enjoying the warm weather. The weather is still very, very mild, which it will be all week. At this point, Picard joins the vessel and is
Yes.
pointed in your direction.
I stand up straight away and just go over to him and just like hug him. Oh man, Oh man, I don't think I'd ever be this happy to see you. How you feeling?
Oh, well.
You okay? You feel
yes.
alright?
Yes, I feel better than ever. Actually, thank you.
Man,
I can't bother.
Scary.
Like
Thank
clasp his hand and kind of just clasp it a little bit too long.
you. Yes. Well, yes.
Buffering.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm not sure what happened.
Packard, I profusely apologize for ever trying to get you to drink or eat anything. I will never do it again. I promise.
Perhaps it's like you say, Mr. Ozzy. Perhaps my palate is so specific
Yeah.
That-
We just
that food may be poisonous to me.
it's salt. It must be salt. I think
Yeah.
you just really avoid
I'm
salt.
like a slug,
Yeah, mate.
and you may die. So damn salty. Why do you make it so salty? Ozzy?
I don't know.
That was
I thought I only put like a sprinkle in, and then it must be the combination of the titty milk and the dragon breath. It just must have like glazed it in such a way that made it fucking salty, man.
It's weird that you thought the titty milk would make the pie better.
Well, it was kind of like an in joke prank to myself, like I'm making them all eat titty milk, but I
It's
didn't.
like 3 days old, that titty milk now.
I know. I know.
Perhaps I'm lactose intolerant.
I mean, yeah, it could be that. It could be
You may
that.
never know.
Man, either way, I'm sorry.
No need to be
I
sorry.
can't believe we nearly
All is well. We're all well.
fucking
Everyone,
lost you.
we're all here, all healthy and fine and happy and alive, or as alive as we can be. And
Yeah.
no worries there, Mr. Ozzy.
I don't
no.
think I could deal with losing any of you guys. I don't think I can cope with that.
Well, it's nice to know you care, and it's also very, very heartwarming to see some sincerity from you.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we really are the Mr. Men, aren't we?
We are. We
We're
were.
awesome, foursome.
We
I
are.
regret saying that, but no one's going to repeat that.
We are the awesome, foursome.
No, I regret that. The Mr. Men, champions of the sea, justice on the waves.
And
That is us.
who love foursomes. I think I'm gonna go
Yep.
spend some time in the room tonight.
Yeah, I suppose you will.
Uh,
I wonder what the room is.
well, we can find out.
No, I know how I'm going to.
Before you venture off to your weird gross room, what do you know of my resurrection? The people were shouting Pelor or some such deity. But Scarrick, did you say something about a papyrus or a Prometheus or
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime?
Pythagoras.
Or is it Pyreneus? It's my patron that
Oh my god! Pi
I need to.
Rebius,
Oh my.
the god of pies, saved you.
Unfortunately, that makes perfect sense.
That's why the only thing that could bring you back from death by pie, was the god of pies, Pyreneus. Oh my god, it makes sense.
Well, I can't argue with that logic. Scarrick,
seem
do you
legit.
prefer?
It does seem
I'm just-
legit.
Deep in my whiskey at this point.
Yeah.
Wow. How intriguing. I didn't know you worshipped such a deity, Eric.
It's just Lily. You know.
Interesting.
You
Needs
virgin
must.
and out of sleep as you rest in these large cushions, the whiskey taking hold of your body.
Packer, what do you know about Pyreneus?
the foggiest.
Insight check.
Do I? I don't think I do.
I mean, you have no memory, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Means nothing to me.
same thing he knows about everything he learns about. Fuck all.
No, I'm
He
afraid I'm
is-
not well versed in the deities.
Well, the one thing that you do need to know is that they saved your life, brought you back, gave you a
The
second
festival.
chance,
The festival has not been cancelled.
and that.
You are now the main man of the festival. It looks like.
Well, I mean, I think I would
Yes,
still
that
be.
sounds.
Wait till the
that
last
sounds-
day. Wait till the last day, then we'll see
accurate.
who's been the
Yeah.
main man of the festival.
Well, I mean, so far, Ozzy, you've managed to both lose the pie competition and kill
No.
one of your friends with your pie.
No.
So
No,
I don't know if you'll be winning any popularity contests
No, I'm
as of yet.
I'm the one who does the gaslighting, not you. I didn't kill anyone with pie.
Well,
In all the
Evidence.
confusion, did I win anything? Did I actually like? That's my prize.
Oh shit!
You won the honor of winning the pie contest, and you've had your photo drawn with the Baron. You now have one on a thin piece of parchment. Yourself and the Baron, and the 577, I think you're in. It's the current year. I'll have to double check that. But it says winner of the pie festival, the pie contest of Rich Fest 572 to 4 to 7.
I think you need to get your in-house artist to draw it for me.
Alright, I will.
well done, Mr. Styles, on winning the pie
Yeah,
competition.
well done.
Thank you. You,
Really
you
hard.
should have tried. There's none left now, but you should have tried my pie card. I don't
Oh,
think
I
it would
wouldn't
have
want
killed
to
you.
risk it, but I'm sure it would have done me no harm.
Hmm.
You know, it's not certainly Mr. Ozzy's pies. You see that can kill me, I presume.
Let's change the subject about murderous pies, because it's making me uneasy, and we all nearly lost a friend tonight. And not only a friend, but a captain. So,
Your
here's...
Captain, my captain.
Yes, exactly,
Yep.
Scarrick. Here's to Captain Packard. Long
Captain
may,
Pie card.
long may he live, long may he reign.
Here,
And I'm gonna go to the room and book it out. So, anyone want to join?
I'll walk with you, but I think
Scarrick, you good? You coming?
I'll just be mumbling, drinking my whiskey.
Packard, what
do
are
you
you
want me
doing?
to put an order in
think
for
I'll,
pizza for you.
I'll stay with Mr. Scarrick and make sure he's.
Okay, you watch Scarrick. Don't do no dying.
Oh, got any pie left?
No, I haven't. It was gross.
So,
Well-
there's two of you part ways and head to the Bonnie Boat, and the other two stay on the deck. Slowly, Scarrick, you investing in your whiskey, Icard, you just enjoying relaxing in the sea air. To be fair, this is probably one of your preferred places, as you do get the gentle rocking motion of the ocean. And speaking of motion of the ocean, we'll move to you guys. So, you head in, and Styles, you've already paid for the evening, so you are ushered down to your...
I would just say before
Now
before
familiar.
Styles goes down there, I'd be like, Styles, look at this list. There is so many other options. The trick is to not get bogged down with one particular. Don't fall in love, man. Do not. First rule of brothels: do not fall in love. Try someone else tonight.
No.
Oh my god.
I promised I'd be back.
No, I bet you did.
And
Did you
as
promise
you,
to save her as well?
Styles, as you enter the room,
Don't pay her any
Um,
more than you need to.
you are allured by the words, "I'm most active at night, my dear."
Nice.
And Ozzy,
I want the
you
room.
decide to partake in the room. And when you tell me this, very well, I see. Please, just read this brief charter for me, dear. And she brings out a long piece of parchment that sort of rolls and unrolls and unrolls and unrolls.
Oh, it is
And you
long.
see a huge list of words. There are words such as suffocation,
No breathing.
mutilation,
Don't give a fuck. I'm breathing.
several words that sort of pique your interest. However, I assume you peer down to the bottom where it signs.
All of
says
this
signature here.
sounds fucking awesome. Where do I sign?
Just down at the bottom, my dear.
Safe
She
word.
gives you a large,
Why is the safe word?
huge red feathered queer.
Why is the safe word Parmesan?
It's one that not many people have heard of, and it never slips off the tongue, as you could say.
Parmesan. Parmesan. Okay.
You sign away, and then she leads you down. You go a layer deeper than the rooms where you'd been before. Then another sort of stair ladder that leads deep into the underbelly of the ship. In a narrow corridor with no windows, just pitch darkness except the light she holds in her hand. There's a solid black door with a bolt that slides across it. She slides it back and opens it and lets you in. Inside, you find one of the most equipped sex dungeons you've ever perused upon. However, some of the things you do notice is a lot of the equipment in here seems to be just actual torture equipment. There
Holy
is
shit!
a rack in one corner.
You've got the
an
Big
Iron
Beast
Maiden in
3000.
the other. Yeah.
I've only ever seen one of these, and that was in the magazine.
As you enter the room and you hear the door shut and bolt slide across behind you, 3 figures come out of the darkness, their skin entirely painted black. The only thing really shining are their white eyes. And you smile as your tail whips back and forth, ready for an evening that you won't remember. As you two indulge in your inner desires, for those on the boat, as the sun begins to dip below the horizon and the night sky begins to come across, a show begins. You see 4 or 5 of the waiters during the day have changed. They're now all bare-chested, with trousers and large waistbands. Come onto the deck, clearing space from the tables and drinks of the day. You see they put small buckets down on the deck and have large poles with cloth wound at the end. To music played by the rest of the crew and to the crowd that now lines the deck and looks up at the ship, they begin an intricate performance of fire dance, begun by a single man carrying a torch and blowing out a huge billow of flame that stretches 5 feet into the air in front of him. As the performance goes on and you sit and relax, you enjoy the swirling flames and the tricks and showmanship that they put on. Scarrick, as you peer at the 4 men twisting the flames around themselves, you get enthralled in the experience. Your eyes begin to follow, and as the whiskey takes hold, images begin to blur and trails seem to extend. As you peer across, their bodies begin to glow. And as you watch, their bodies are engulfed with flame. You smile to yourself as you see each one dancing around that vessel. Their skin burning, their forms blackening and charring. You drift off into a deep sleep. This image burnt into your brain. Piker, do you enjoy the show? Watching an amazing display of skill that a captain can appreciate. These are obviously well-trained men. They can handle fire and yet still manage to keep the ship intact.
I'd be fine
And as
with
the
it.
evening closes, That is where we'll end tonight's session
No, we're not
After the
allowed
first
to end
day.
this one.
of Richfest. First day of 7.
Nice.
At one point, I was like, "Oh man, what if they finish the festival tonight?" Like,
No chance.
yeah,
Absolutely no
we've done one
We had
day.
other plans.
chance. We always have other plans.
Wow. I know, and this is what I love. Like, you just can't plan it.
That
You
was-
just can't.
I enjoyed that a lot.
That was really good. I loved it.
session.
Yeah, it was good. Thank you.
Can we do another 3 hours, please? We'll just call
I'm
him
sure
fit to
some
work.
of us have work tomorrow.
Yeah, work schmuck. Festival, baby!